So this girl Debbie's here to test my brain, see if I'm crazy or not, and everybody else's brain that they're going to test, okay?
I'll tell you right now, you're crazy.
Wait a minute. The chick is hot. How the hell am I going to concentrate?
I know.
She's smoking hot. How am I going to do that?
You can't have your behavior analyzed with a boner.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring Debbie in.
Are you ready for this?
Ready for what?
For the big personality test.
Oh,
Okay, right this way. Right
now
this
it's a personality test.
What did you think it was?
Sort of a behavioral.
Crazy test. If I'm
Yeah.
see if I'm
Well,
not
it's going to test to see your mental health.
my mental health.
Yes.
How am I supposed to concentrate? She's too hot.
That's great.
Debbie, how does this process go? What are you going to actually analyze?
Well, we're going to analyze things from their personalities to things like depression, anxiety, the things like narcissistic personality disorder, dependent personality disorder. There isn't anything that won't be found out with this test.
Is this a written exam style test, or
Well,
is this more?
it's a true-false 175 question test. It's highly reliable, highly valid. It's one of the best tests out there. So it's the most objective test we can find.
Now, do you know anything about the subjects you'll be testing, besides Howard and Robin and some of the people on the air?
Thank you.
What do you mean?
Do you know anything about their personalities going into this test?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm a huge listener. I've been listening forever. So I know as much as anyone can know from listening to them on the radio.
So who do you think early on is going to be the craziest?
That's interesting. I probably should have thought of that before coming. I don't know. I have to be quite honest with you.
It could be a dead heat. I mean,
it could be a dead heat. And the people that appear behaviorally more crazy, whatever word you want to use, may not be the ones who are actually underneath hiding something. So you don't know. It could be anyone. So let me just explain. You don't have to do any of that yet.
I already failed.
What we're going to be doing, this personality inventory is going to test you on everything there is to test you on when it comes to your personality disorders, anything that's in you, syndromes like anxiety or depression, or, if there's a mental health issue, it will show up on this test.
Okay.
And the reality is we all are something,
Right.
on the continuum. We'll all have a little narcissism. We'll all have a little, it just depends where you fall on the continuum. So you don't want to try to make up for one thing, because then you'll end up on a scale somewhere else. And so you want to, and also there's inconsistency scales in the test, so you might render it not usable if you don't try to answer as honestly as possible.
Apparently, there's no way to cheat this test. I actually sent somebody an email saying, "Do you know anything about these tests?" And he replied, it's like, you know what? Answer is as much as way to do so. Answer as honestly as you can. He said, because you know something, they will find out where you're trying to deceive them.
Yeah, he's right. There's these inconsistency scales throughout the test.
If you're crazy, you may as well just come out and say
Yeah.
crazy.
So, Dr. Debbie.
Yes.
Is there a personality disorder associated with wearing sunglasses indoors, tinted?
There is none that is diagnosable at the moment, but we'll give it some thought. They might be odd questions, but you want to try not to second guess on how it's going to make you come out, right?
You shouldn't worry about how you're going to...
Right, and there's all sorts of inconsistency scales, so you just want to do your best to just say what you got to say. Understood. I think we're ready to roll. So, bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And
Thank you for my test.
You're welcome, and I guess I'll be back with the results.
Yeah, great. I can't wait.
Okay,
It's going to be
nice
good.
to meet you. Bye, Hal.
And you'll see how normal I am and what bunch of maniacs I work with.
Steve.
Greg.
The experience. Overall.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever taken anything like that. I don't think I have.
Right.
Well, who knows? I mean, I'm not a psychologist, so I don't know anything about the test. I just took it.
Benji, you seem to take a little bit longer than the other.
My nature for these kind of questions, it's like there's so many different ways to weigh them.
Well, you're also, an admitted overthinker with things.
I guess so.
You're very
he would
considerate.
take his time thinking and circling and question marking.
Yes.
Analyzing me.
Yes.
Right?
Well, it was fun.
Is this a hat you wear all the time? Is this the hat, or is it many different hats?
Well, this one started about a year ago, then Howard complained about it, so I stopped. I like it a lot. So it just started again this season about a week ago.
Interesting. Nice to meet you.
I like it. I think
I like
it's a fun
it.
hat.
It's very nice.
Well, why is it interesting?
Everything's interesting. Don't you find people interesting? Listen, you found it interesting looking at me during the test.
Yes. What did you notice about the test? Did you?
A lot of wacky questions.
Well, you're a wacky guy, so
Yeah,
I'm sure.
well, hopefully I answered the wacky questions right, but I don't know. We'll see.
Why did you find it to be wacky? What just things you've never thought about your personality and?
No, it's just like they try to keep bringing back the same kind of topics about different things, you know.
Well, it's looking for consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this test will uncover anything that we don't already know about you?
Well, I don't think I'm crazy, but a lot of people do think I'm crazy, so we'll find out, won't we?
You look very relieved, Robin.
I am relieved, because if they find me crazy based on that test, I won't mind.
Fred?
Yes.
Do you have a similar experience? Was it enjoyable?
I still think I'm okay. Otherwise, I'm sure that room was probably wired. So anybody that would be sitting there would be outside already with a straitjacket. So I think I'm okay.
You didn't feel like you answered any questions?
I'm sure I answered a shitload of questions that'll give people pause for thought, but fuck it. What's that?
I walked by, he was screaming.
It's really interesting, you know, sitting with each person, everybody responded very differently to the test. So that can tell you something about each person also. And I can probably talk more about that next week. But you get to know people's personalities. But interestingly, you know, the show is so telling of people. Like, people are so who they are in the show. Everyone was exactly who I thought they'd be. Like, there was no surprises.
I fully expect the psychiatric exam to go badly for me today.
Oh my God, it woke me up a couple of times last night. I was like, well, today's my last day of being considered even sort of sane.
We're doing that around 7 o'clock, so we got to get some betting going, too.
See, I don't have that far to fall because nobody considers me sane. So.
Do you think the person that's actually crazy will seek treatment?
You know, I don't. That's the problem.
Well, if it's me, I will.
You will.
Because I think I'm fine. I would be shaken to find out I had all these problems that I'm not aware of, and I would go seek help.
You know what? I admire you for saying that, because I do think you're going to test very poorly. And no
Thank
offense.
you. Thank you very much
Listen,
for
it is
your
who you are.
support.
It's who you are. And you can't help it.
Why do
I
you
love
hate
you.
me?
I don't hate you. I love you. I want you to get help. I think you need more therapy. I don't like all this running around in enemas
Oh,
and
here we go.
every minute. Even like the 15 Foundation.
What's wrong with that?
You're completely obsessed. And
With what? I'm obsessed with nothing.
No.
I have a lot of different interests.
Everything is very intense. There's tremendous
intense?
frantic energy with all
What
of this.
is intense?
I don't know.
Just stop it. You're making this up.
Okay, see, you
You're
told
trying
me.
to paint me.
No, you told me to tell you things, and then I tell you, and you get upset anyway. So that's why I can't tell you anything. You're impossible. She says, "Tell me what you think," and then I tell her, "If you're a friend, you'll tell me." I tell her, and then she tells me I'm a fucking bad person. Look, I'm worried about you.
Worried?
Yes.
What has happened?
I think after the psychiatric test is revealed today.
But what was worrying you before? You're saying you're worried about me in the psychiatric test?
Yes.
Are you saying you were worried about me before?
Yes, before.
Before? What was going on?
You're frantically running back and forth with this California to Europe to
I am
God
not
knows where.
running anywhere.
And you all weekend you're busy, you're too busy.
My cat is sick. What, was I supposed to not pay attention?
No, that's not this. I'm not talking about this week.
Well, things come up. I would have been relaxing this weekend.
No, you don't. You don't relax, and then you're busy with it, and then you're consumed with this strict eating regimen.
It's not a strict eating regimen. I eat the way I like to eat.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just glad you had your head examined here. But listen, you are not going to be the worst person. There's going to be one person who evidently, according to the pyramid of this thing, 3 of us will be okay.
And I'm not in that 3, you say?
No. Let me ask you something. Will you get help if you're in the 2 category?
Well, if it surprises or shocks me, yes.
Okay. Good. Because you're going to be surprised. I'm guessing all of this.
Suppose you're the top tier. You're like going to say, I guess I'll go back for that 4th day and...
Well, listen, I can't do more than 3 days a week. I'm miserable as it is. I spent so much time in that therapist's office. I was there yesterday, and I didn't want to go. And then all of a sudden, I'm there, and I went, thank God I went today, because look what the fuck is coming out.
Well, that's usually an indication that you need to be there. The moments you really are resistant,
Yes.
I really don't want to go here, I'm too busy, you're giving yourself all kinds of reasons that you shouldn't go.
Right.
Means something's up.
Right. And then I went in there, and all of a sudden, something was up.
Yeah.
Evidently, I was really irritated this weekend
Really?
by a bunch of things that went down. You're aware of some of them, because I had a discussion with you about it over the weekend. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to.
I have to think about
Yeah,
it.
you have to think about
Oh, I know. Okay.
it. Right.
Yes,
so
yes.
I really was aggravated. But, look, I don't believe, honestly, I can tell you, today when we get the results of the psychiatric exam, I do not believe that I will be
The top tier.
In the top tier. I believe it'll be Ronnie the limo driver, or, and I'm being honest, and it's, Ronnie doesn't like to hear this, is either I would bet the farm on Ronnie the limo driver. But Natalie Maines wrote me a text immediately yesterday and said, she goes, I'd bet the farm that Benji's way worse than Ronnie the limo driver.
You know what? If Benji is way up, if he's the top, I will guarantee you he answered the question so he could be.
Right. I thought that too. That went through my mind.
Yeah, he'd stick it up.
Because he lied about his age and everything.
Natalie has a bug about me because
What?
Because I said I thought I could hook up with her, but I think it's good to be confident with anything.
She thinks you're a fucking nut.
Well, maybe because
Possibly an
I thought I
asshole.
could hook up with her.
Right. That ain't the reason.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
But I'm not the one craziest. I thought about it.
So who do you
Because-
think it is?
Well, just based on Gary said it's a big shock. I wouldn't be a big shock to be the craziest.
Look.
Oh, and how crazy you are might be the
Nah,
shock.
it wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't.
Well,
it
then
wouldn't
maybe
fit.
it's me.
But I don't think that's what Gary was saying. I think he said you're going to be surprised by the scale.
Maybe, but
What Gary has said, the shocking thing we're going to learn today about one of us, and this will be the person with the highest evaluation, that it's almost impossible to score such a high score in certain categories. You would have to be deranged, almost. And this test actually tests for bipolar, for aggressive behaviors, personality disorders, borderline personalities. I mean, this is a very thorough test. We're going to know.
Unless it's coming out that I'm the most normal, he's gonna say that's a bigger shock.
Well, I don't know.
But I'll bet you on that it's Langford.
You think Steve Langford? Well, that's what Ronnie said to me. He said...
Well, that's what I just was coming in to say.
Yeah, he said everyone's forgetting about Langford. I do not think Langford.
No.
I think Langford...
Have you ever looked at into Langford's eyes and really talked to this man?
Yeah, you're right. It's disturbing. But what about Fred?
He's nuts.
Have you ever done that with Fred?
I talk to Fred all the time.
Right.
I have no problem with Fred.
You have never really talked
absolutely.
to Fred and
I
realized
talk
what's
to Fred
going on?
a lot.
You don't see what's happening there?
No.
Okay.
Then you and Fred,
Dude,
I
hooked
the two.
Maybe it was me and Fred because
You two maniacs connect, huh?
I remember the day I met Fred was with you when I met you the first time, and I spent the whole day with Fred, and all we did was we bonded the whole day.
Nobody bonds with Fred.
No, well, we did.
He has an
impossible.
affect. He
It's
has
impossible.
an affect.
Well, I guess we didn't bond then. I just thought we did.
Well, I think we bonded, but according to how we did it.
It's very hard
What he
to
says
bond
goes.
with Fred.
All right, Fred. So who do you think will be the craziest one here?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was me.
You know why it
I'd
could
be
be Fred?
I'd be glad if it wasn't.
I'll tell you
'cause
what,
at least
Fred.
it would actually vindicate me somewhat from taking all this abuse for all these years.
You know what, though, Fred? I'm going to tell you something, and don't be too upset by this. It really could be you, and I'll tell you why.
Why would I be upset?
All right. First of all, I want to preface this by saying I truly love Fred. Fred's one of the most talented guys I've
this
ever
is
met
one
in
of
my
those
life.
butts before the shiv goes in.
Right.
Go ahead,
The
my
shiv's
friend.
going to go in.
I feel it.
All
Go
right.
ahead. I'm prepared.
I believe you have serious mental disorders,
All right.
and that you...
You know what you're like?
What?
You're like the guy on the mental ward.
By the way, I just told you the same thing.
Who acts like a doctor.
That's
Right.
Jack Nicholson over there. What flew over the cuckoo's nest?
I believe Fred.
You're deluded into thinking that you're a doctor.
Fred had a very rough childhood.
Very rough.
Something I'm very privileged to know.
Sorry
and he
about
shared
that.
with me.
Well, had I known then what I know now, I would have not shared any of that.
And he has certain personality quirks, I'll call them. That you know what I
It's
mean,
want of
Robin.
a
Robin,
better
I do the
word.
best
Don't
with
leave
the
me-
cards that I was dealt.
don't leave me hanging here. You know Fred's
Oh,
peculiar,
please! You
right?
both sit around a fire and you stick pins in the Fred doll.
And like
Well, I'm
when
gonna
I'm
go
not
out
in the
and
room,
bring-
that doesn't
bring in
happen.
the
Not with
lady.
me.
She's here.
Wait. Don't bring in a lady yet.
Well,
she's
outside.
here.
I'm going to get her.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm going to go get
You
her.
got to go get her.
And by the way,
Don't leave her outside. She might get angrier, and our diagnoses will get worse.
all this speculation, Ronnie's a fucking madman. And if it doesn't show up, then I'll
Oh,
know the
stop
test is
it.
bullshit.
I'm not a madman.
You're insane.
I'm not
You're
insane.
You're the
Well, that's-
angriest guy I've ever
bullshit, dude. You're angry too, and you just.
I've
I
never
know,
seen-
and I know you admit you're angry.
We're
but
driving yesterday.
What did I do?
He knows.
What the fuck?
What did you do? Tell Robin what you did.
What did I? Oh,
The cab.
yeah. What about it?
What did you
we
do?
went through that whole thing.
We're driving along.
Listen. You want to hear what happened?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I drive every day in this city.
Yes.
Okay. And this lunatic never drives in this city.
Right.
Okay. So we're driving up Central Park West and this south, and this guy in a cab decides he's just going to cut out.
Uh-oh.
But I
Right.
didn't stop. I just kept going.
Right.
And I said to him,
I said to you, I was fascinated. I said, Ronnie, what part of you believes that you can continue like this guy's not going to crash into you?
Right.
And he said to me, I don't know. But
he's willing to go.
I'm willing
for
to go.
it.
And he's right, because I see these guys back off. I wasn't criticizing him. I admire his driving.
well,
He's
why am I a
fabulous driver.
madman then?
But your whole psyche is like one of like, that's madness.
No, that's how you have to operate in New York City to drive.
That's how you operate.
Professionally. If you drive like a guy like you that comes in once every 10 years and drives in the city, and he's going to jam on his brakes when
Right.
that guy comes to pull out. Instead of going, he's going to jam on his brakes. Somebody's going to ram into him. And the cab is
You
going
mean
to.
I would jam on my brakes?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And the guy in the cab is going to keep going, laughing, going, "Hey, man, I'm on my way. Fuck this guy."
All right.
You know.
We'll see the test. That's going to be
All
here
right,
soon.
I don't care.
You better go get her.
I'm going
What
to get
if-
her.
well,
I want to go
nobody's-
look at her more than get her.
The thing
Right.
is, nobody came out normal.
Nobody came out
I don't know.
completely normal. No. As far as that, we're gonna see. We got to
Never
see.
said I was normal.
Like some of it could be like slight neuroses. It could be,
But
and
everybody's got
Everyone's got something.
that sent the needle higher than normal.
yes, that is true.
Howard, can you mandate a therapy session for the craziest person?
No, of course I can. You can't listen. It's just like on Celebrity Rehab. These guys are horribly drug addicted, and Dr. Drew says to them, "All right, I need you to go into aftercare. You're a crazy addict." And they go, "No."
I'm fine.
Right. Listen.
What if they agree to it now? Say, yeah, I'll go to one.
Listen, you heard what Robin said. If she's that upper tier person, she said, I'm going to have to really realize that I might not know what the fuck is going on with me, and I need to go into therapy. So
I would literally have no grasp of reality.
we might even have her carted out of here in a straitjacket.
It might take that, you know.
Yeah.
It might be that I'll have a meltdown.
I don't know that it's going to be
You know how, like, if you unmask the wizard, he loses it?
Right.
If I discover that I don't know myself at all and things are revealed about me, I could just sort of disappear.
All right. I got you a beautiful straitjacket, just in case.
Something in
Bejeweled.
a nice
You'll love it.
fuchsia.
Listen, when we come back, Robin, Fred, Benji, myself, Howard, Steve Langford. Did I mention Ronnie the Mun limo
And
driver?
you did not mention Ronnie.
Ronnie the Mun limo driver. I think that's everyone.
Yes.
We will find out who's the most crazy. And evidently, according to Gary, who knows, there is startling details that you are going to hear. No hype. That someone's mind is really going to be blown. Sorry.
He also said, you know, each of us might get a little bit of a shock.
Each of us will get a little jolt. But
Actually,
someone-
I already know.
You know
How do you
what?
know?
Jason told me the other day because someone was coming by from traffic or something. We're getting a sponsor for Fred's Crazy Contest.
He didn't say that.
He did say that.
He did?
Well, he was joking. Making a joke.
It probably is you, you mental
It is
case.
me. Come on.
Yeah.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Bring the girl down.
Well, anyway.
Never said that.
Yes, you did.
Maybe Fred hears things as well.
Yeah, I'm hearing things, so this will bear it out.
When we come back, I would like to bet a little dough.
All right.
I have my feelings on who's the craziest. I'd like to make a little money on it.
Go ahead.
Since I dropped a fortune on the IQ test.
Let's go to Gary page 1. So the guys took a phone call. They took some old clips from a phone call with an old phony phone call with Blue Iris and recycled them to make a new phony phone call. They said they've been working on this for 3 Christmases in a row, and they finally got one.
Wow.
So it's right there.
A lot of backstory.
Exactly.
Is it funny, though?
It's for you to decide.
All that work for nothing.
There's a new show airing on Howard TV. It's Rachel Fine. She goes around, and it's kind of an interesting show. They take all the questions from listeners. Let's say if Robin was the guest on the show, on the Rachel show, or Sal was, in this case, the guest, and they go over and they ask Sal all the questions that listeners might have. Mm. And in answering yesterday, you got to hear this. I was watching the show, and Sal, he is an amazing guy. And keep in mind, the man was a stockbroker and had to deal with numbers. I mean, listen to this. This is just remarkable. Here's Sal talking to Rachel Fine on the new show.
You know, there are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. Mm. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say lately it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65 there.
40-65.
It says here the Rachel Fine series is on HowardTV.com. Oh, so what does that mean, guys? Explain. I thought it was Howard TV. Yeah, nobody knows.
It's coming in, Howard.
Oh, it doesn't require coming in. Oh, hi, Doug. Yeah, it's on HowardTV.com.
Yeah, we put it on there first, and then it's going to go into the service. It's a little confusing, but it's something different. We wanted to put it on the website to get some
buzz.
Some buzz there, and doing expose people to the product and what we do. And
I see.
A
I
little
see. So people could get it for free then.
Yeah.
Okay, good. HowardTV.com.
Right.
Right. You want us to be a buzz, and you did
right.
it. All right, very nice. So there it is. Rachel Fine asking people questions, and there's Sal with his 70-40.
Or 40-65.
40-65. He goes, oh, that's right, 40-60. Oh, 40-65. I mean, how does this guy become a stockbroker? You do have to take an exam, a math exam of some sort, I know. If you don't know 60-40, you got to be, I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there who aren't good at math. I get it. I'm one of them. But 60-40? 70-40?
And then to correct yourself.
And say 40-65. How did you become a stockbroker? It's mind-boggling.
I studied very hard. I got an 86.
I bet you
studied hard. You must have done, some incredible studying.
I worked from 9 to 5 to study for about 4 months straight. But
right.
The 40-65 was, I think, a joke.
I don't think it was.
But when
you think it was a joke. That means it wasn't a joke.
Right.
The 70-40, if I...
Only you know if it was a joke. Wow.
That's true.
You're operating at a low level, bro.
I'm really not. What I tried to say in the beginning was 70% make it through, and then I thought about it, and I said 40% didn't make it through, which I realize now is 110%.
You said 70-40.
Right, but I should have it was 70%.
Sal, listen to me.
What I would try to say...
Why even explain it? It's.
I'll tell you why.
You're off. You're off. And then you said 65-40.
In the end,
it wasn't a joke. Watch the show.
I don't think it was, but the point that I was trying to make is that at first I'm saying 70% makes it through, and then I thought 40% doesn't, and then what I was trying to rationalize in my head was that it's really 60-40, so I should have taken the 70% away.
Rachel pointed it out.
I know she did.
You didn't catch yourself.
Idiot. I was on 2 separate sides. I had one percentage that didn't make it through and one percentage that did make it through.
Right.
But I didn't correct the differences in the two. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't
But
either.
I know that I
Sal. Idiot. Sal.
I know how to do math and stuff. I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's still 70% that doesn't make it, or does make it through.
60%, I would say, makes it through.
And how many don't?
40, which is a total of 100%.
Right. Okay. Well, all right.
Thank you, Fred.
Wow.
And that's that.
How's life? Everything all right?
Oh, unbelievable.
You know,
Spectacular.
when he tries
Wonderful.
to figure out why his marriage is all fucked up and everything, you realize what he's operating with.
Yeah,
There's
he's
no way.
lucky that anything is working about it at all.
Like, I could fix his marriage in 3 seconds if I was him.
With a gun?
No. It'd be so simple.
How?
If I explained it to you, you wouldn't get it.
You would never be able to do it.
You wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to pull it off. You don't even understand what bugs your wife about you. She'd be madly in love with you within 10 minutes if you had my brain. But you don't.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you're operating 70-40. You were a stockbroker. This is crazy.
It was a legitimate mistake where I was...
Well, it's definitely a legitimate mistake.
But I was separating the two, and I didn't get a chance to fix it.
Right.
Like, Rachel fixed it for me.
Right.
Plus, the pressure of being...
Do you think if Rachel hadn't interceded, you would have fixed it eventually?
No, I don't.
I agree. So
once I saw the video, and then I'm like, wow, I think I would have fixed it once I saw the video.
Right.
But the point I was trying to make is that 70%, 40%, 70, and then when I said 40, I should have corrected the 70 to 60.
Right.
But I didn't do that. So I fixed it in my head.
what percentage neither makes it through or gets on?
What percentage neither? Wait a minute. Ask that question again. You took me
What
for a little bit.
percentage neither makes it through or gets on?
Neither makes it through. If it doesn't make it through, it can't get on.
There you go.
All right. Very good.
Very
You
good.
fucking
What percentage is that?
100% would neither make it through or get on. Right? Am I right?
No.
I don't.
You're all confused.
0%.
You're jumbled.
What percent? Neither makes it through. It doesn't make it through.
Right.
And it doesn't get on.
Right.
0%?
Right.
Okay.
That's good. 0%.
100% of zero?
100%. 100% of zero. Now listen. What's the difference? The difference is you're doing well, and you're on top of your game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what matters.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Sal.
We do have a prank call from last week, Howard, that you really loved.
Which one?
The radio guy who, when we made fun of his songs, that guy Bart, when we called Radio.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, you want me to play that again?
Well, you loved it a lot. We only played it once, so just
All
a
right.
reminder.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate it.
What page is that?
That's going to be on GP1 in orange. And
Yeah, these guys bum out if I don't play their bits more than once.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had the conversation with him, but
Did you tell them I rejected 3 phony
Yeah.
phone calls in a row, and the boys are like very confused.
we're getting better with it. It hurts,
Yeah.
but we have to just keep moving ahead and doing the best
Yeah,
we can.
that's awful for them.
I rejected another one this morning, and this one, Sal said to Gary.
Well,
Gary said to Sal, actually.
Yeah.
He said, look, it's not going to make it. And Sal goes, listen, this phony phone call we've been working on for 3 years.
It's true, though.
3 years.
It's a tribute, though, to Blue Iris, because 3 years ago when she was alive, we had her call Christmas stores for Christmas balls, and then it got progressively vulgar.
So he says this. I listened to the thing, and I felt it wasn't up to the standards of the show. Maybe another show it would work on, but it didn't. It was a funny idea that just didn't work. So Gary has to go back and tell Sal and Richard, and that conversation is just tedious. I don't understand.
Do they tape those? Oh, I would love to.
we should.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty good about it. It's really weird because Sal gets a little bit more pouty.
I wasn't pouty. I was just saying.
No, not today. Just in general. He gets a little bit, really. He gets really. And Richard just acts like he didn't hear what I just said.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes, but we did this phone call. And I was like, I know, but Howard didn't really like it.
Well, Blue Iris calls his store asking for balls, Christmas.
Right.
And the woman's like, that's, no, we don't have that. And then hangs up the phone. And I'm not sure how it's a phony phone. I mean, she had the appropriate reaction, the woman.
Well, no, she was kind of shocked once. The whole idea of an old lady asking for Harry balls and stuff like that, because it progressively got worse.
But the woman on the phone who you're pranking is like, we don't have those things, and this is terrible.
Yeah, she was kind of shocked though, so that was a
Should I play? This is where
Now
I play.
I have to see what they worked on for 3 years.
Okay. Here, you got it on.
Well, it was only 3 years because we cut the clips and she died, and we kept, every Christmas we took an attempt with the same clips and called Christmas ball.
All right,
plays.
here's a bit that Richard.
3 years in the making.
Here's a bit that Richard and Sal worked on for 3 years that I rejected this morning because myself, Gary, John Hine, and JD were all looking at each other, scratching our heads.
Yeah, because John Hine and JD, they're really qualified when it comes to comedy.
I didn't rely on them.
I should have wrote the fast food show. I'm sorry.
I rejected it, and then I said to them, "Am I wrong here, guys?"
Well, why don't you ask guys who actually create prank calls you
guys love everything you do.
Well, not true.
Yeah, who are you going to ask, Sal and Richard?
The stuff we don't love, we don't give to you.
Right.
You know, all
Okay.
right. But ultimately, I respect your decision.
Here's a call that Sal and Richard made, and I'm happy to put it on the air. They worked on it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Happy holidays. Thank you for calling. And I'm going to help you.
Hello, is this a Christmas store?
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
I'm looking for Christmas balls, and I was wondering if you carry black balls.
Do I have what, darling?
In black.
Black balls?
Yeah.
No, ma'am, I don't have any black Christmas balls.
Do you have colored balls?
I have colored balls, yes, ma'am.
If I come down to the store, can I see the balls?
Yes, you can come down to the store and see the balls, baby. Come on down here and see them.
Okay. Do you have hairy ones?
Hairy? What do you mean, hairy, baby?
Do you have hairy balls?
Oh, my God. No, ma'am. I never seen a hairy ball before. Don't do Jesus, really?
Do you have saggy balls?
Have what?
Do you have saggy balls?
Oh, my God, really?
Do you have any that shoots cum? Do they shoot cum?
Who is this?
I'm just asking if any of your balls shoot cum.
No, they do not. Who is this?
I want to floss my teeth with your ball hair.
Oh, my God. Happy holidays. Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Oh, hi. We got disconnected.
Yes, we did get disconnected.
Well, there it is.
Maybe I have to get in a time machine, go back to 2008 and listen to it.
Benji was laughing.
Oh, come on.
I couldn't even look at Sal because I knew Sal was selling it.
I wasn't. I was being quiet.
I looked at Sal and he's cracking up during it. And like looking around the room for anyone who would laugh.
Yes, I'm not looking over there.
So the reason it doesn't work, I can tell you it doesn't work. And if someone disagrees with me, feel free to step
that's
in.
fine.
No, I know you'll step in and disagree. I'm talking
No,
about someone
I
else.
don't disagree. You know, I respect
It didn't.
your
Listen, I admire that you put in 3 years on this. Hard work is great.
I
But
think a fourth is in the making.
yeah, I think you need to. In other words, the ball joke is a long stretch as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have
Wait a
hairy balls?
second.
Do you have this balls, that ball? Her reaction is actually normal. She goes, "Oh my goodness, you're saying something ridiculous," and she hangs up.
We've made. If I let
No, I
you
know.
hear thousands with this premise.
Did you ever say to yourself, maybe the premise doesn't work?
We keep going sometimes,
Right.
and we thought it was a nice, loving tribute as well to Blue Iris. Who
Well,
passed away.
I'm all for tributes.
Yeah.
But listen,
You know how
don't waste
Natalie?
your time.
You know how Natalie Kuhn-Cole got spliced in with her dad for Unforgettable. We felt like we were bringing back Blue
And
Iris.
Richard, you don't know to say to Sal, it's enough already. It's not working. The premise. Let's move on to a new one rather than spend 3 years on this.
Well, we took 3 months to do the Langford Sour Shoes call, and that ended up working
that was great.
Yeah, a lot of our calls, they take a long time, and you just never know.
Well, this one's not working.
Yeah.
I hate to, does anyone disagree? Robin?
No.
Fred?
You know, I was actually trying to like it because I know how hard these guys work on
Listen,
it.
I wanna
But
like it.
But the squawky voice with the woman was
Right, that was also a
very
problem.
disconcerting. That was
Yeah.
strike one.
Mm-hmm.
Strike two, it was basically the same joke all the way through. The only time I was sort of moved when she had a little emotion and said, Jesus.
Right.
But that's not enough to carry the whole thing.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something that I've learned with this photography. If you take all of the pictures you ever take, and you put them up and you say to someone, hey, evaluate my photography. And the person will look at it and look at your 10 best pictures. They go, wow, you're a great photographer. Then you show them your 10 okay pictures. They go, oh, you're pretty good. Then you show them some more pictures that aren't so great. And then they go, by the end they go, you're a shitty photographer. Gee, you're not so good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do photographers do? They only show their greatest work. See, that's what I'm trying to do with you guys.
Right.
You guys have many stellar A-plus phony phone calls and funny bits.
It would be a disservice to you.
Right. I'm trying to save you.
that among your greats.
But
people go, Richard and Sal are geniuses. You know why? Because I'm a genius. I make sure your shitty material doesn't go on. I'm an editor.
But the thing we worry about...
Look at me. Don't talk so much.
Okay.
I want to know what he worries about.
I'm your secret weapon.
Yes.
I edit your material, and I say, look at these two geniuses. Now, what do you worry about? Robin wants to know.
The thing we worry about is sometimes it takes a little bit to get a really good call, and we don't want you to think that we're not doing anything back there.
Listen to me.
Sometimes we'll turn in something mediocre so that you know that we're working.
Now you've been honest. This is the first time you're honest with me. Never turn in mediocrity to me because it makes you seem mediocre.
But we want you to know that we're working.
I know you're working. Turn it in when it works. Don't turn in shit like that.
But
so you knew that was bad.
I loved it. Me and Sal were dying laughing
Sal and I.
when we were doing these.
No, you were not dying laughing. That would say that you're something very, very wrong with you. They were not dying laughing over that. You weren't, Sal. You weren't dying laughing.
We were having so much fun doing the calls.
Right.
It was very,
it is
very
fun.
funny.
The process is fun.
It was hilarious.
You have a fun job.
We were dying laughing.
But be like the great photographer. Let me tell you something.
Sure.
Richard Avedon was one of the great photographers. He didn't show you every picture he made.
Mm-hmm.
He probably took some shitty pictures. But he only showed you the good ones. He knew which ones were good.
Ansel Adams was good, too.
Ansel Adams, very good. Why was he so great? Did he show you everything he took? No. Smart. Sat down, he said, let me take my best shit and show it around. But you got to know what your best stuff is. If you think everything you do is the greatest, then you're never going to be a great.
You know, I remember one time, Howard, you said about Jackie Gleason when they found the lost 39 episodes. You said there's a reason why he buried them. They were shit.
That's
and
right.
they were. And the original Honeymooners were phenomenal.
He knew the great ones.
Well, I hope you
So
go
you're
on
our Jackie Gleason.
and burning those tapes because you don't want anybody to find the bad ones.
The reason you work here is because I like you too, and I think you're funny guys, okay?
Thank you very much.
It's not an issue. You've been here long enough, you know that. When you give me the shitty material, that's fine. Give me everything you do. But when I reject it, understand why I'm doing it.
We do. I do.
This show has integrity. When we put something on there, we're saying this is funny. Robin, you understand my point?
I do.
Okay.
I think it's a very fine one.
All right. And
I didn't know they were doing this kind of crap.
there's a guy named Scott Kelby. You ever hear that name?
No.
All right. He's a photographer, and he gives lectures on photography. And that was his point. He says, if you're going to show your work, show the stuff that's great, and then everyone thinks you're a great photographer.
But that's the whole point of editing.
Right.
If you're doing something live, you don't have the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But in editing, when you're doing it back there, the whole point is to only show your gems.
Yes, Terry, you're on the air in Brooklyn.
I think, Howard, the answer's obvious. The boys must be separated.
Well, you make something of a point. I wonder if I separated you two, if you guys would be more effective. Like maybe you just feed off each other's insanity, and that maybe you're both going off the deep end.
They're in a rut, I think, Hal.
Maybe you need to be separated. Would that help at all?
I think it would be a lot worse.
All right,
We
okay.
feed off each other.
I'd be heartbroken.
That's funny.
You know.
Well, you come in here one more time with one bad bit.
Well, now we're going to be scared to turn anything in.
Well, last week we had a bunch of home runs that Howard loved. So.
Get out of here. Yeah, what about the Tradio singing the guy's theme song? That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
One of our last
That was
ones
it. But that's why I aired it.
Yes.
See, I'm making you look like a home run hitter.
Irate Pizza Coach you love. That was a big one.
Well, there's a million I like.
Yeah, there are. And we appreciate
but you don't have to. Don't fight me so hard on this. Trust me that I know better than you. I'm the king of all media. They're talking about I'm going to be some sort of judge. They want to pay me a fortune to be a fucking judge. So I must know what the fuck I'm doing. Right?
I would say so.
Of course.
You guys are getting that benefit and squandering it. You learn nothing.
I'm not out to get you. You're my team.
You know what should happen when you're listening to the judging?
What?
You should turn in less crap.
Right. You have to learn. And even if you don't have the ability to edit your own material, you play it for me, and I'll tell you if it's good or not.
But
and then trust
it's
me.
a shame that you continually give them this guidance and they're not getting it.
I know.
It's been a while.
Well, we kind of feel like we need to turn in several things a week.
Listen, the part of your problem is you spent 3 years doing this. And by year 2, it should have occurred to you. It wasn't going anywhere.
Well,
you understand?
It was a day or two each year. It wasn't continuous
All right.
3 years.
Well, who knows? He says it took him 3 years to produce that
I
shit.
don't know. Those Christmas stores stay open all year round now.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Stretch, go ahead. You're on the air in Boston.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi.
And Robin just took the words right out of my mouth. Every time that they get criticized or anything like that, the same conversation comes up. And
over and over again. You know, I'll tell you why this show today is important. You know, people talk about their boss and this and that, and he's an asshole, and they hate him, the man. Sometimes the boss knows what he's talking about. I've built up years of credibility in this area.
Sure.
So, you know, you could see these two. They probably go home and go, boy, Howard doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. I understand plenty. I'm trying to make you guys look like heroes. So the audience goes, oh, my God, Richard and Sal. Jillian Barberie was started. Oh, my God, Richard and Sal are the funniest. You know why you're the funniest? Because I take all your shit out. I'm hauling the garbage out into the... And believe me, my back hurts today from hauling all this garbage. All right?
Yeah.
I'm doing it because the show has integrity, and I want you guys to look like superstars.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
That's right. I'm not doing this to bust your balls.
Oh, we're not taking it that way.
All right. Oh, you're taking it hard. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, Howard. I got to tell you, as a long-time listener, I've been listening since your first day in Philly. This phony phone call thing's played out anyway. I mean, really. I mean, I think if you want these guys to do something, to have them do those old bits like this morning you opened up with the gay tanic. I miss stuff like that. And I think.
Well, listen. No, phony phone calls will never get tired or old. They won't. Phony phone calls are. You just got to put the best prank calls on.
And we've done games. We did the Get Debbie the Come Lady game. We've been doing street interviews.
These guys do a lot of great stuff. All right, look, the two of you, go back to that room of yours.
We will.
Go do your work.
All right.
Come up with something good. Come up with something bad. Just trust in me that when I listen to it, I know what I'm talking about.
But they could start to try editing themselves.
Well,
we do edit
when
ourselves.
Something is not worth.
Oh, that Blue Iris call was like 5 minutes. We edited it way
Listen,
down.
Robin. You're talking to a guy who had 70-40.
Oh, come on.
All right, listen, let me edit them. If you tell them to edit themselves, I'll never hear anything.
Yeah. Can we go out on a high note with a prank that you did like?
No, that's all right. Goodbye.
You got it.
Get out of here.
Sal.
And that's that, folks. Yes.
Something like that can really take the wind out of one's sails. I mean,
well, I have sails. I have arms.
but I've heard Howard say before, where have the boys been? It seems like it's been a while since anything's come out of that room.
Right.
And then now he's saying, you know, it's got to be nothing but quality over quantity. So I must imagine that that's confusing for you guys at times.
No, it's not confusing. Is that when he says, look, what are the boys doing? We want to make sure that he knows that we're working, and we are constantly working. And that when we do provide material and he's not pleased with it, kind of bums us out as well, because we want to make him aware that we are providing and working very, very, very hard. Some things hit, some things miss. But the pressure that we get from hearing that, what are the boys doing, and then providing and it not working, the combination of the two is hard to take. So it was nice today that Howard made it clear that we do work very hard and we do provide a lot of great material. Not as great as Ronnie Munn, but it's close.
So when you're getting hit by the boss, and Gary's in there as well, another one of your quote-unquote enemies around the workplace, then Robin starts chiming in. Is your blood ready to boil?
That's typical Robin, you know what I mean? Basically like the lion, the tiger does the work. It jumps onto the antelope and feeds, but then who comes in later? The Weasley hyena, so you're used to that little bite in the back of your ass when you're not expecting it. So
which animal is which?
Well, first of all,
who's the Weasley hyena?
That would be Rob. He's saying, he goes, what do you think of Robin's?
What about Gary?
Oh, Gary would be the orangutan. He would just be swinging around. Gary would be just clueless eating bananas someplace. He wouldn't even be by the antelope. The point that I'm trying to...
orangutans and hyenas don't ever work together.
I'm not talking... No, my answer was to Robin. He said, what do you feel about Robin?
So you said lions, hyenas, and orangutans.
Well, look...
They don't usually work together. So
it doesn't matter.
It's a Geographic Channel.
It's an analogy. So here I am on the ground, pounced as a beat-to-shit antelope, dying. And the last bites that have to come in are from the hyena, That's how.
Now back to the orangutan.
That's Gary. That's a different story. That's all.
But I've seen moments where he's flat out rejected a call.
Sure.
Or he hasn't been as forthcoming with prank calls to Howard that you guys really believe in. I mean, that's got to really frustrate you.
No, that's fine. That's his job. He's a filter before Howard. So there's even a lot of stuff that's not good that Howard doesn't get to hear, and that's fine. That's how the show works.
So you guys have 100% trust.
We certainly respect Gary's. Yeah, you know, I mean, Gary's a producer of the show. I mean, for over 25 years, he knows the content, he knows what works, he knows what doesn't work. So we certainly respect Gary's opinion on this. Always. That's why we go to him first. Gary listens, and you know, a lot of times he gives us good constructive criticism as well on editing and stuff like that. So Gary certainly is a help when it comes to this stuff.
Gary, he'll come in and say to cut parts down and stuff, and then it works. And so it's great to have that other ear there.
And you always refer to people you respect as orangutans too, so that's very consistent.
Well, Sal said that.
Again, he's worked here for 25 years. I mean, if he hasn't been referenced to as a monkey, then what the fuck am I talking about?
So now what? Just back to the lab?
That's it.
Keep grinding away?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you two.
All right.
To that phony phone call grind.
Here we go.
The old 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Casey's downstairs. What do I do? Do I let him up? Does he have to wait to talk to Howard?
Yeah, you gotta wait to Howard. But is he on the lam? Like, did he just get arrested?
I said, I go, dude, weren't you just in LA like yesterday? He goes, yeah, I'm in town for the Turkey Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm supposed to know what the fuck that means.
The Turkey what?
The Turkey Bowl. So I spoke to him on the phone, and I was like, all right, give me like 15 minutes. I'm running around doing a bunch of stuff. So the visitor center called again already, like he wants to come up.
Right.
I got to wait till a break to talk to Howard, but we'll probably have him up. So if we do that, I'll just come tell you to go down and get him. But in case somebody calls you, and says, I just got to keep, I got to wait to make sure Howard wants him up.
Okay.
Because if I let him up and Howard doesn't want him up, how am I going to get rid of him?
Right. Now, do you want him searched before he comes in?
Absolutely.
6 weeks ago. Hey, Gary. What's going on downstairs? Could you just set up for us?
Yeah, Casey called. Somebody called from downstairs that Casey was here. I said, can't possibly be Casey because he just got arrested yesterday, my understanding. But so put him on the phone, and it was Casey. So what are you doing? He says, oh, I'm in town. So we're bringing him up. I didn't really get into too much of what happened. I just bring him up and let Howard talk to him.
What are you anticipating given his past and...
a lot of excuses. It was an accident. I don't know. Maybe he'll come up and say, you know what, I was fucking drunk and I'm out of control and I need help. Or maybe he'll say, it wasn't what it looks like.
Hey, what's up, Case?
Whoa. Come on, I tried to get you the nuts. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good. Shirley is very handsome.
Thank you, Case. Love you.
Love it.
What brings you by, man?
Shirley's penis.
Same reason we're all here, I guess.
This is very true.
All right, man. I'll let you get to Howard. I know you got some stuff to talk about.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
What's up, brother?
Well, I think it's
hug, huh? I get a hug.
I'm doing good.
Good. What do you got here? You got a pinky? You still chewing that shit? Make your fucking jaw drop out.
I know. Well, can't say hello.
Sit down, man. Sit down. We're gonna bring in here in a couple seconds. I gotta get sign a release.
He don't gotta do that.
No, he does. He wants to talk to you. I figured.
Anybody dip around here? How you doing, man?
I don't know, but it just seems like a crazy concept. Yeah.
Initial front and sign the back. So what's going on?
Oh, it's a little slice of heaven looking for God's mercy.
What does that mean?
Isaac, you're on there. We'll take a couple of phone calls.
I love Bruce.
And maybe I'll play you medicated.
Orange meat?
Come on, Gar.
You were never a Spriggs fan. You're a Henry Rollins guy.
Yeah, man, but I know what you're talking about, finally.
Like you're into because you weren't that into Bruce when you were here.
I can't imagine making.
What's your favorite song?
One Step Up.
It's a good one.
Somewhere along the line.
It's a good one.
You know you love that's no, we talked about that. I mean, the Tunnel of Love, that album. He was
I put that's in my book.
Are you kidding?
The opening quote is from a song from Tunnel of Love. When you put
song? Fat Man Sitting on a Little Stool?
No,
way too violent.
It's from
I don't know how.
Brilliant Disguise.
Don't tell me what it is. I never read the book, but I'll tell you what it is.
It's the last line of the
So
song.
you're looking at me? No.
God have mercy on the man that doubts what he's sure of.
Yes, I do.
Hey, let me let him know that you're here.
Please don't do that.
Just to do what?
Dylan, I want to talk about Bruce with you.
But wait, are you here to come on the air? Because that's what
I was here just you know what? It doesn't even matter. That's cool.
Do you want to talk on the air?
I don't care.
I assume that maybe it's crazy. I assume that you came by.
Nothing to promote, man. I'm just hanging.
But I guess they want to ask you about what happened about you getting arrested last week. Are you up for talking about that?
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, they talked about it already, but I mean,
yeah, no.
Well, let me.
That was the best jail ever.
What did you get arrested for?
Last one, DW.
And were you?
Speaking of, do you have some vodka in here?
I don't have any. I'm sorry.
You want to get the shakes?
What's your story? What's going on, Chris? Last time you called us, you were in Bellevue, right? It was like a month ago.
No, I think I was watching my friend's dog. Kind of the same thing. But you know who's a good dude? That David Arquette. Real good guy. He's really a good guy.
What, you hooked up with him and he...
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
And what's he doing for you?
Well,
Do you think what they're reading is true?
apparently he was crazy as well.
Right. But what's he doing for you? Like, did you speak to him off the air?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He called you off the air?
Yeah, no, he was real nice.
What are you doing for yourself? To, you know,
I think I got the asthma, I don't know.
What are you doing for yourself to get better?
Did something good. Oh, I just did a commercial.
No, what are you doing for yourself mentally to get better?
Looking for God's mercy. This is how it goes.
So where do you live?
Wherever I am is home.
So are you at your mom's house because you're in New York?
I was in California.
Right.
I just came back and
So as a for instance, when did you get back from? When did you get into New York from LA?
a day and a half ago.
So how do you pay for that ticket?
I did that commercial. I got that was nice. That was
so.
That'll keep me going for a couple months.
So you got the money from the commercial. So why did you come to New York?
Like got arrested.
Right.
I have nephews. I got friends here.
You said you came here because you got arrested?
Well, yeah, I got arrested.
Right. So you left. Are you allowed to leave the state?
Oh yeah, no, that's simple.
But that's why you left. That's why you came to New York.
No, I got nothing out there. I did the work that I had to do.
So are you out here? I'm just trying to. Are you out here visiting, or are you out here like, hey, I'm done with LA. I'm going to stay in New York for a while?
No idea. Day by day.
You got a place in LA?
No, Priceline.
What do you mean Priceline?
Priceline.com.
That's a place? No, in other words, where do you stay?
Yeah, I go on Priceline.
And where do you get hotels?
Yeah. I've been staying there. I've done it for months.
Really?
Cheap, man.
Like what? So what do you get like for
$40?
Really? You go to Priceline, you say I'm willing to pay $40, and they find your place. That's a good commercial for Priceline. And so
fuck them though. Don't.
So where are you staying while you're in New York?
When I'm here,
like right now.
Middle Island.
But I don't mean like what town. I mean like, is it your brother's house?
It's a friend of mine.
Of course. And what did you get to see your mom and everybody?
Yeah, but she don't live here anymore, which kind of sucks. She lives in Arizona.
Oh, I didn't know that. How about your brother? Your brother's still in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Still coaching and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see him?
Yeah. I saw him. My nephews. Jason sitting over him. Like I told him I had hit.
Oh.
He's 5.
That's great. So you want to talk to Howard?
No. Dude, I don't care. I just came to see.
It's up to you. If it's not what you want to do, then it's fine. I assume when you this is me just being the fucking producer. I think that's just Casey's here. He wants to talk about what happened. But if that's not the case, then
well, yeah, that's fine.
But it's only if you want to.
I don't care. If you guys going right to the news, that's fine.
No. I mean, if we were to talk to you, now would be the time. In like 20 minutes, we'll definitely go right to the news. So if you don't,
it's fine, man. Does anybody dip right now?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna nix it. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally cool.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me.
I got something to promote, though. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
There's something they took that they decided to base their whole philosophy.
I don't know what the fuck to do. I need your help on this. he's completely out of it. He's like, do you want to go in there? He goes, no, I'm not really. He's like, he's not positive why he's here.
Go ahead, Isaac.
There's nothing to promote. He'll go on there if we want to, but he doesn't have to go on there.
Quickly.
You know what?
Because
I think it would be great for the radio show.
I gotta tell you, I don't think he's interested.
I think it'd be great for the radio show. But I think like Howard was saying this morning about Sal and Richard, like we're doing him no favors by putting him on. I don't know. Am I going to want to feel better?
If he don't know, he wanted to say hello. But if we want to go on, it's fine. But it's not really. He's open.
I mean, I just don't think it does him any good to come off all fucked up on the air.
He can't answer a question correctly, so I don't know. But now I don't know how to go. I don't know what to do. You know, like I got a 4-minute window of opportunity before Howard's going to be. It's too fucking late.
Should we put up a note and say Casey's here, but he's a little out of it?
I've extended put a note for Fred to push for a break so he can talk to her.
And after studying it for many, many years, I came to the conclusion that it was a huge waste of my time.
Okay, I'm sorry, Phil, but I'm just going to,
Just make sure this gets to be I can't imagine how long it'll last.
Multiple choice on kosher food.
Kosher food, right? For food items, you tell me which one is okay.
Casey's stopped by, but I don't know if we should put him on the air or not. Gary, come in here.
Armstrong?
Casey Armstrong. You know I love Casey.
I thought he was in jail.
No, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. What's going on with Casey? Is he all right? He came by. He said, "Hey, can I come up and say hello to you guys?"
Well, they said he was downstairs. I assumed that he wanted to come up and say hello. And then when he got up here, he's like, "I want to say hello to you guys." I said, "Do you want to go in there?" And he goes, "If you want me to, but I don't have anything to promote."
Right. Yeah, no, forget it. Yeah.
You don't want to just look at him and say hello.
Maybe you want to look at him. He's not the hot chick he used to be.
Is he okay?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But I'm not sure he knows that.
Right. Well, maybe we should go talk to him, and maybe you could give him some help.
You mean like here?
I don't. No, not on the air.
I've been trying to do that for like the last 10 minutes.
Well.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
I don't know what to do with him because
what's going on?
He's like out of it, But
what is out of it?
I've been sort of interviewing, trying to figure out what's what. Like, I'm like, what are you doing here?
What's going on with?
Well, I'm like, what are you doing here? So, for instance, I said, Casey, where'd you get the money to come to New York? I said, why'd you come to New York? Because I got arrested. And I said, well, aren't you not allowed to leave? He goes, no, I can leave. And I said, well, where'd you get the money from? He goes, well, I did a commercial some stuff for a couple months. I go, where do you live in LA? He goes, Priceline. I said, what does that mean? So he says, I go on Priceline. He goes, I go on Priceline. He goes, I put in what I want to pay for a hotel. I go, what do you pay? He goes, like $40 a night. I said, it's also a commercial for Priceline.
Right.
Like he just, he goes, well, fuck them. I don't want to give them anything.
So that doesn't sound like he's out of it.
He sounds very disturbed, man.
Yeah,
what is he saying?
It's a tone, not a.
Just his look, his even the guy outside.
So what are we going to do now? Now he's up here. Well, so he didn't want to come on the air.
He's not sure. The whole everything's weird. Like nothing. It's all over the place.
Well, he looks like he's going to cry any second.
He does.
Oh yeah.
Hey, why don't we have him call from the phone in the other room?
Listen. There's part of it's interesting, part of it's odd, part of it's sad.
Yeah.
You know what could be a way to do it good for him and the air at the same time? Have a psychologist talk to him on the air.
I don't have a
Should he be committed?
Oh, the one thing, if you were looking for a tiny angle, I guess he said, David Arquette's a good guy. I guess David called him off the air.
Right.
He said, I said, what do you guys talk about? He goes, well, he's crazy too, but he's not crazy anymore. And
all right, you know what? Let me. Maybe I'll have him call in from the green. I don't know. Maybe you should just go get him some help or something. I don't know what you do.
I wouldn't know what to do with him.
I know.
I mean, I wouldn't know who to call. Yeah. I asked him. I said, "What are you doing for yourself?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "What are you doing to help yourself to get better?" He's like, "What are you talking about?"
You want to let Casey say hello real quick?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into a long Casey discussion.
I'll bring him here and you can figure out how it goes.
All right. Real quick. This is Casey, used to work for us.
Hey!
Casey, what's going on? Everyone's alarmed that something's wrong with you or something. Are you okay?
Yeah, dude. I'm looking for God's mercy. I'm here.
What does that mean?
I'm here seeing some friends.
Right. So you're okay, right?
I'm afraid of Fred.
Something's
Sid,
never changed.
he's all right. He's all right.
The guy, he's got guns.
Oh yeah. Hey,
nobody's got guns like you do.
Casey, what did it mean the other day when you said Benji was
Cockstrong.
Cockstrong. Yeah, what does that mean?
I take it back. He's skinny now.
Yeah.
He's not cockstrong anymore.
No.
He looks like Richard. Does Richard have AIDS? No,
Are you okay?
Everybody's skinny. Scott's skinny.
What is this report that I heard that you're up for drunk driving or something? What's going on there? Just tell me you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah, that was
drunk driving's the worst, man.
Where did you get that? That's why I didn't think you were
I
in
was
New
in
York.
Laguna Beach.
What happened?
I don't even know what I did wrong. I just.
How about driving drunk?
No, I was fine.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when he was giving me those tests, I'm like, come on, Case, be an athlete. You know what I mean? And I did. I passed them all.
Right.
Like, I did great.
Yeah.
All of them. Like, spot on.
Right. Breathalyzer, though.
Oh, not the breathalyzer, no.
Right.
That was the thing that tripped you up.
Everything physical, I did awesome.
What happened? You driving around? Were you drinking?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not while you drive, but you went. Were you
You
drinking?
had been drinking.
No, I was drinking while I was driving.
Oh, Jesus!
But it was in a water bottle.
Right. Oh, I see. Are you that much of an alcoholic now that you drink out of a water bottle?
Hey, it was there, so I drank it. It wasn't
It's so
mine.
crazy because
It wasn't yours?
No, it was somebody else's.
So what's going to happen with these charges? I mean, are you in trouble?
No, I got Chris McCann, who is the best lawyer ever.
Right. And you drank, and they took you out of the car, and they said, walk a straight line. I
did it all.
You did it all.
What did they test? Did they give you? Did you have to stand on one leg and do the arm
I did
thing?
that.
Right.
But here's the thing. This is kind of funny. You have to stand on one leg, and you point your toe forward, and you count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. I got up to 19 1,000, and then after that, I didn't know what came. Like, how do you say it? Like
21,000.
I'm like 2,000, and then 2001. I'm like, sir, I don't know what to say.
You weren't drunk. You were just stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say. He
He's
goes,
not
really?
drunk.
They should stop you by then. I did it all good.
Yeah. Well, you do look good. I mean, I said to Gary, how does Casey look? And he's like, oh, the guy's still good looking. Still got that.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're trying to do the right thing.
All right. And don't drive and drink, please. That's a real downer with me, man.
No, you're
100%
right.
I don't want to be the asshole who gets into a car accident with you.
No, Howard, you're 100% right. But before I leave, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels. Can I take that in my car with me right quick?
He asked for the vodka earlier.
Really?
He's looking for vodka, and the other thing, if we have any, what do you call that stuff? The chew?
A dip. Yeah, I need a dip.
You need a dip?
Anybody chew?
Are you an alcoholic now?
Oh yeah, dude. I always was. That's what I told you, man. That's why I got fired.
Wow.
It was horrible.
Why are you continually taking these major deep breaths? What's that all about?
I think I got the asthmas. I'm not quite sure.
Are you very stressed right now?
I'm always stressed, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
And I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick
But I like
theory.
the Katy Perry.
I have a quick theory. Casey, be as honest as you can about this. Did you stop up to say hello to us, or did you stop up to hope that you could get a bottle of vodka or Jack from us?
That's fucked up, Gary. I love you, but that's fucked up.
Right.
No, he's right though.
Is he?
No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't do that. I got the vodka in the car.
Right. Are you able to make money?
Say what?
Are you making money? Are you
I just did a commercial.
Oh,
yeah? For what?
For a back brace.
Are you nude in it?
No, but I'm topless.
All right.
I'm very handsome.
Have you ever sold your body to a man for sex? Be honest.
Once in the 80s, I don't want to talk about it. No, Howard, I never did that. I wouldn't, and I wouldn't do it. The gay photograph thing, that's another thing. I was tricked.
Do you have vodka in your car right now?
Yes, I do.
You do. Don't drink it, please. I'm begging you. Casey, don't do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
All right.
What are you talking about? Come on, I'm teetotal.
Use your head. Use your fucking
I got a bagel down there.
Yeah. Are you drunk now?
No.
All right. Well, Robin, that's
1 1,000,
Casey.
2 1,000.
Don't know what to do when you get
Well,
to
I'm
20.
glad to see you, man.
Howard, I love you guys.
Love you too. I
wanted
hope everything's all right.
To say hello. And
it's Casey, everybody.
Robin's always hot.
Yeah, everybody loves Robin and everyone loves Casey.
And Casey, that chewing, I can't believe you do that.
Yeah, it's a nasty habit. I picked it up in Kentucky. Hey, by the way, WKU, they played LSU, number 1. LSU.
What are you doing today?
Well, I have wood to chop.
Where?
Back on Long Island. I got a chiminea. Do you know what that is?
What?
A chiminea?
No.
It's an outside iron thing. I after that hurricane, there was a whole bunch of wood. I got a chainsaw, and I chop it with the axe. Best exercise ever.
Right.
We love it.
Thanks, Casey. All right.
I know.
Good seeing you.
That's horrible. All right, Howard, I love you, and I'm going.
Love you. All right. He should not be operating a chainsaw.
Or anything. He's going to drive back to Long Island.
He seemed okay to me. Benji was right.
What are you up to now?
Going to do some dirt.
What's that mean?
I'll tell you when the cameras go off.
Dude, good luck. Take care of yourself, would you?
You know I love you, right?
Right there. So, you know, I saw my garage is over the football you signed for me. Like fucking 12, 13 years ago. I really do.
Yeah, you're a good motherfucker.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
All right, I'll be next door, but I probably won't see you. Take care of yourself. Take care, really. Say hi to your mom and your brother.
I will. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
I don't know if it's the type of situation with Casey, like Boy Who Cries Wolf, or even a cry for help, but I sensed something almost final in the way he said goodbye to you just now. The way he hugged you and said, Gary, you're a good guy. He looked teary-eyed.
No, I mean, I've been through that before, so I've seen sort of stuff like this. And, you know, I didn't get a sense of finality, but I do have a sense of a guy who's in a bad place.
And I've asked you this question many times before, but are these attempts at calling in and stopping by cries for help, or are they just genuine ulterior motive with promoting?
I don't think there was an ulterior motive today, but I'm not sure what. I don't know why he came by today.
What can be done when a guy doesn't want to be helped the way?
Nothing. Nothing can be done.
It's just you just sort of have to wait and see, and he's an adult, and
I can't tackle him and take him somewhere if he doesn't want to go to. Did that to him once. We sort of did that to him once, and he left after a day. So I don't know what else, you know. If he came to me and said, Gary, I need help really bad, I'd make a call in a second.
But he needs to actually...
Got to be his idea. It's been on for a long time, so it's got to be his idea. He's a grown-up.
Participated in this.
I'll say it over you.
Okay, it's good to see you, man.
All right. Good.
Ron, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, hold on. What's up, man?
Ron, every now and again, even though the show is 99% ball busting and humor,
yeah,
something like today happens where someone close to the show, you know, former core member of the show, like JC, comes in here and we're not really sure what to make of it. I mean, he seems sad, he seems scattered.
He seems all over the place. I feel real bad. He seems like he's in a very bad place right now. He seems like he wants to cry.
Exactly.
And it's very sad for me to see because I know him a long time. And I've helped him out of a lot of jams.
But it seems it seems like this is a jam that only he himself can get himself out of.
Yeah, it's, you know, he's not going down a good road right now. That's what I can see from the whole situation, you know. So
when I talked to Gary earlier, I said his goodbye to Gary in the green room just before you spoke with him seemed very final and weird and sad, and I don't know, I got a very bad vibe from it. And Gary didn't seem to think. Gary seems to think we've been down this road before. It's not as extreme, but it's. He admitted it's very sad.
The problem is you never know what's going to happen. Right. When a person is in a state like that, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, we've been through it here already. You know, with other people that work here, and it's not a good thing. I don't know what to say, man.
In a way, he's kind of like a son of this show.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. Exactly. He knows my son. You know, he actually just told me he stays in contact on Facebook with my son. So he seemed very concerned about Artie. He wanted to see Artie, but nobody gets back to him, which is nothing we don't know about. Because none of us can get in touch with him really.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of parallels between the two of them.
Yep. Well, very upsetting. Very. That's the deal. old friend of the show. You gonna have a stupid comment about that?
No, I have no stupid comment.
All right, just asking.
Only intelligent ones.
Oh, okay. You have an intelligent comment about that?
A rock and roll legend.
Okay. And an old friend of the show.
Okay.
All right. And we're gonna bring him in.
Well, what's his name?
Joe Walsh.
You're rusty, man.
You're old.
I'm old. Says the guy in the tinted glasses. Mr. Joe Walsh, welcome back, sir.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Got a new album out?
Got a new album out.
Analog Man.
One of the rare times I didn't stay up all night to come into the show.
So you're feeling fresh.
Slept. That should impress Howard.
Right here, sir.
There we go.
So you're feeling fresh. You're raring to go, too.
I'm fresh and I'm ready to go. I hope he is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I bet he's really nervous right now.
You guys are old friends. You guys have been...
We're old friends from golly. I don't want to figure out how old.
But the new album's called Analog Man?
Analog Man. First album in 20 years.
All right. We'll see you in the studio.
Okay. Good to be here.
Joe looks good. Like his skin is good. But I'm saying for a guy who's been through what he's been through.
Right. It's pretty amazing.
He looks great.
It's almost unfair.
He
Because,
looks
like,
really...
I would have done all that too.
That's right. He looks really healthy.
Yeah, like he works out, I think.
But I mean, he had a long time of, fucking up his body.
Analog Man is his first solo album in 20 years. He says his wife is the one that got him back in the studio. It's Ringo Starr's sister-in-law, by the way, his wife of 3 years.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. He sounds very happy. He's healthy. He's sober. He loves his new wife. Everything's great.
Do you almost think musically, like Joe's in his own sort of genre? Like, I was thinking about this, that just to discuss it a little bit. Like, he's not like a Led Zeppelin guy. He's not like
He's not huge. He's not like a super, but he's been in a super group. But he's been big on his own.
But he's overlooked, kind of.
Oh yeah, like when you talk about the top 10 greatest guitarists of all times, why Joe's name is, it's always like Buddy Guy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of old black guys.
I think a lot of people took him out of the running because he was such a goof.
That's right, right. No, he did act goofy for a long time.
Sorry, go ahead.
He talks about how he talks to Ringo Starr for advice. He's very unaffected by his fame. Stevie Nicks, clearly sounds like she's still in love with him. She says that they broke up because they both had heavy cocaine addictions. But basically says he was the love of her life, and he's the only man she'll ever really love.
Something like that. It was pretty quiet. I mean, I never heard it. But
I knew about the Don Henley thing, but I never knew about her and Joe.
Joe, come on in. Joe Walsh from the legendary Eagles, of course. Look at you.
Gary's salivating over here.
You look good, my man. Take a seat. Hi, how are you?
He looks real good.
Good to see you. Yeah, he does look good. You look good. Are you amazed? Like, you're so healthy now. You look terrific. You look like a different man from the guy I knew back when.
I am.
You are a completely different man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's strange even being in the room with you now because it's a whole different energy. I never
That's because I didn't stay up all night.
Well, I never knew the Joe I was going to get.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back and look at your old appearances, whether it's on this show or wherever you were, where you were really completely fucked up and on, you were drinking? I don't even know back then. Were you just drinking or were you coking and heroing and
whatever you had?
Really? It was
what I did.
Right.
Till you were out, and then I left.
Did you ever figure out, to be serious, did you ever figure out what it was that kind of made you crazy enough to want to destroy your body and destroy your mind? There had to be something really behind that, right?
Well, being an alcoholic.
No, but I'm saying there's a reason one becomes an alcoholic, don't you think? Or do you think it's just a disease that randomly hits somebody? I always think there's some psychological basis that your father was either, like, maybe it goes back to your parents.
It is probably hereditary, yeah. But I tell you what happened for me.
Right.
I wrote some songs that were pretty good.
Right.
When I was high. James Gang Rides Again came out. Did really good.
Right.
Made that when I was high. So I made a mistake of thinking it was a winning
formula.
Right.
I played some concerts in front of people when I was high, and they loved
you.
Well, they were high too, but,
Right.
you know, yeah. But then later, you know, when I didn't do an album, when I did an album that didn't do so good, I thought, well, I'm not nearly high enough.
Right.
Oh.
And I chased it. Robin.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
But was it the kind of thing where you see, you strike me as a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, but the truth is you're not, because all of that stuff what you're describing is a guy who really wants to be successful. That success was so important to you that you said, oh, I know the winning formula. I'll drink, I'll get high, and then I'll write great music. So it really did matter to you whether you were successful or not. You weren't sort of a happy-go-lucky guy. Maybe it was a reaction to, oh, my God, maybe this will be the secret to my success. You were really hungry for success.
Very subtly.
Yeah.
All of that stuff convinces you that you can't do anything without it.
Right.
And it's got you.
You think that's it?
Yeah.
It's that simple?
Yeah.
You don't think it was your relationship with your parents? I mean, I don't know what it was like for you living at home.
I don't know. You know, every case is different. If you grew up in an alcoholic family, chances are you're going to be alcoholic.
Your mom and dad were alcoholics?
There's always that at different times, yeah.
Right. So when you see drinking as part of the family life, it doesn't seem like such a bad thing to be doing.
When I grew up, it was the 50s, and we would have these family picnics, and everybody drank.
Including you.
My aunts drank, my uncles drank, my cousins drank. If you were an adult, adults drank.
Right.
That was just the norm when I was a kid. And it occurred to me that my whole family probably has been rip-roaring drunk for the last 500 years.
Right.
That was just the norm.
How hard was it for you to get sober?
Hardest thing I ever did.
Yeah, and now you're happy, right? I hear reports on you, because I care about you, and I know when I hear you're so happy now, I really do get happy for you, because, you know, think about all your contemporaries. A lot of guys died who were even less fucked up than
A lot
you.
of guys we know aren't around anymore.
Yeah. Who you thinking about that didn't make it? I'm thinking
Bellucci.
Kennison. Right. And
Keith Moon.
And it's kind of sad, too, because if you get that second chance, if you live long enough and you kind of get sober, you go, oh, wow, you think about those guys. They were cut down in their prime.
Yeah.
And do you think music... See, I happen to think you're one of the greatest guitar players, and I'm not saying it because you're here, but I do. I think the riffs and the songs you came up with were brilliant, especially James Gang stuff, and then when you went to the Eagles, I felt you really improved that band like tenfold. But yet, do you think... when it comes to, I don't know, the rock and roll intelligentsia, or whoever they are, but do you think, well, critics, do you think, such a thing? Yeah, do you think you get criticized or you're not thought of right up there in the upper echelon because your past behavior, because you were so drunk and so outrageous? Do you think that your legend got kind of knocked down to a degree? Were you taken less seriously?
I'm not really concerned with that.
But you are. Because you're the guy who sat there and drank because you destroyed your own body because you thought that was the formula for success. So you do care about your place in history, right? Musically.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet.
No, I know you're not. But I'm saying, I don't, when I see the list in Rolling Stone of the top 10 guitarists in the world.
Joe's not on it?
Yeah, and I don't quite know why. You really are. Do you still practice your guitar every day?
Yeah.
It's that important to you?
I try and play every day, yeah.
Is it true you take guitar lessons to this day? That you still take guitar lessons?
I'll sit down with somebody, yeah. I'll sit down with somebody and ask them how in the world do you play that? Like Brad Paisley.
Right.
I'll sit down with him and say, hey, man.
Why is that? Because you can't figure out how he did that?
Well, probably, but it saved me 5 or 6 hours if I just ask him.
But does anyone ever come to you and say, hey, Joe, teach me how to play? Teach me how to do that?
Not really, but
does that bother you? Bothers me. You're the guy who should be giving guitar lessons, not getting guitar lessons.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Who does he think is the greatest?
Who are your heroes musically? I've never asked you that. You were always too drunk. Couldn't get a straight answer out of you. Do you have musical
No,
heroes?
I had heroes then. They were just different ones.
Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Seriously, who are your heroes?
Well, the guy that's the grandfather of us all is Les Paul.
Right. The guy who really invented the guitar, the electric guitar, right?
The pickup and echo and multi-track recording.
Did you get to know him?
I knew Les, yeah.
Yeah. Were you happy with the inventions and what he did to the guitar? Because you're a guy who in your new album you talk about analog, man. You can't stand all the new technology. It's kind of like I'm just a regular guy. I don't know from all this technology.
Well, I'm not against it. I'm not an old analog fart who came out of the woods.
Right.
I don't think analog's better. It's just, you got to admit.
But you're upset with technology. You don't like now in the Eagles that your fellow Eagle members sit in a studio and they use all these Pro Tools and everything else. It actually slows down the music making process.
It changes it.
It makes it more complicated.
Easier. Here's two things it does, okay?
Okay.
One is you can fix anything.
Which is
bad.
Bad, I think.
Temptation to fix everything.
You lose the soul of the music, don't you?
If we'd had Pro Tools when we were doing Hotel California, we'd still be working on Hotel California.
Because what you're saying is Hotel California has imperfections, so to speak. And those imperfections are kind of the cool things about it.
Human.
And so when you get in the studio now with the Eagles, they sit and go, wait a second, that note's just a little bit out of tune or it's a little bit off. Let's fix it.
We've always been like that to some degree.
Right.
But the great temptation with Pro Tools is to go ahead and fix everything when you don't need to.
Do you have enough of a voice in that band? I know you've got to sort of watch your P's and Q's with some of the band members, but do you have enough of a voice in that band to say, guys, stop. We're in a studio. What made us great, why Hotel California works, is because there are mistakes on it. It's not a perfect piece of music. Nothing is.
Well,
but it's real.
I wouldn't single out the Eagles.
You say they all do it.
Everybody does it.
But you are in the Eagles.
It's a hazard of Pro Tools. It's a hazard of digital technology. There's one other thing I want to say.
Yeah.
The temptation with digital technology is to start with a drum machine.
Right.
That's virtual.
Yes.
And put that down. And then build up the track with virtual instruments, which are all in the computer, and build up the thing like a kit.
And it never sounds quite as good.
No. In the old days, you got some guys in a room, you mic'd them, and you pushed record, and you got the performance.
Right, and isn't there something that comes out of that performance when a guy's sitting there, a drummer live, and all of a sudden he goes, wait a second, I have an idea. What if I hit it this way? Or you go, wait, I got a better riff. Or that's the magic of being in a studio with a bunch of guys.
That's rock and roll from 1954 to 1962.
But when you recorded the last Eagles album, and by the way, the album did well. I mean, there was an experiment too. You sold it through Walmart, and it sold really, really well. And this is a tough day and age to sell music.
Yeah.
So the experience for you was not the same. Were you all in the studio at the same time, or was it all done with building it up one at a time?
There's a temptation.
Right.
To do it that way.
Do you put up a protest in the band, or you just go along with the flow?
I go along with the flow. We do it various ways depending on what we're trying to accomplish.
Is it liberating now that you have a solo record out because you don't have to deal with I'm not going to call it nonsense, but the politics of the Eagles? Is it a liberating experience for you to go in and do it your way?
It's what do I say? Yeah, but I mean, for all of us, I mean, Don's down in Nashville
doing his own thing,
recording. Glenn made an album.
But for you get to do it your way now.
I get to do it my way, yeah.
Is there a part of you that goes, I'll show these fucking guys how an album should be made?
Nah.
Never.
Nah.
There's no anger there, no bitterness.
Nah.
Have you given up all your friends from the old days? In other words, you used to come in with a boatload of characters that were hanging around. I'm talking about the days when you got
my
high.
entourage.
You had an entourage of guys who could drink you under the table. You know, there was the bass player, Rick the bass player. Are you done with those guys? Are they bad influences, so to speak, on you or triggers for you?
Well, Rick's exempt.
Right.
He plays with Neil Young now.
Yes.
He's cleaned up. He's doing great.
That's good.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to change all your friends.
I know.
You have to.
Yeah, or else you get sucked into the vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were another one. We felt like we were the friends that got, and we never did all that stuff with you.
Yeah,
But
we were good
for a
influence.
while, you didn't come see us.
Yeah, were we part of the problem?
Someone stole my identity, Robbie.
Yeah. You know, when I was thinking about you, there was a great... I know you're happily married now. You've been married, what, 3 years?
3 years.
Oddly enough, to Ringo Starr's sister-in-law?
No.
Wait,
Yeah,
your wife,
yeah.
Your wife is...
Are you sure? Do you know who you're married to?
What is he? Ringo?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, who are you married to?
My wife
Yeah.
is the little sister of Ringo's wife.
Barbara
Ringo,
Bach?
right.
Yes.
And you are now happily married.
It's the part of me that was missing.
Because I remember you in the old days. You know, listen, you were high, and women were commodities. You used a lot of women, and they used you. I mean, it was a mutual use. They used you for your fame and your money and your power.
Well,
and
sometimes I think Joe forgot when he was on the road that he had another woman somewhere.
Right. But did you have a whole epiphany about women? Like that changed your attitude toward women too?
Well, the first thing that you can't do when you try to get sober is have a relationship.
Right. They say that's the worst thing.
Yeah. So I did that for a while.
You did.
You did all the wrong stuff.
You sabotaged your recovery by being in a relationship with a woman during it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that didn't work good.
So they're right about that.
Yeah.
These people know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It didn't work good because she becomes your drug, right?
Or a reason to drink.
In other words, you'd start fighting with a woman, the relationship gets too heated up, you haven't worked on yourself enough, and then boom, everything goes kablooey and you need a drink.
Women are a great reason to drink. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Probably just any relationship with anybody is a reason to drink.
Like Joe's so charming, nothing could be a problem about
Well, you know what? I think like Joe, I have problems with everybody, so I think anyone would make me drink.
There you go.
Man or woman.
There you go. Congratulations on your marriage, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I'm glad we're both happy.
Yeah, no, very, very happy.
Yeah.
I really am. I mean, I understand what you say.
To get a real partner.
Yes.
You know?
And to feel good about that situation is remarkable.
And it's the part of me that was missing.
But don't you think it's the change in you that allows you to have that with a woman?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to grow up.
I couldn't have had any relationship like I was.
Did you go back and say to any of the women you were with, and I'm sure you hurt some women and some women hurt you, but did you go back? Even remember, you used to have the great joke, my ex-wife plaintiff.
Yeah, did you call plaintiff?
Did you ever call plaintiff and say,
which one?
Any of them.
I made amends to a lot of people.
You did?
Yeah.
Was that hard?
No.
Once you do it, does it unlock something in you? Like, does it open up your heart?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
And so you would call, did you call your ex-wives? Mm-hmm. And you said to them, look, I'm sorry I put you through hell. I'm sorry I did
sorry I put you through hell.
Were they all receptive to that, or did some of them say, you know what, Joe, fuck yourself?
There was both. Both of those. Some people say, I understand. I'm glad you're sober. Some people say, up yours.
And some people say, I don't believe you. In other words,
the important thing is me.
You said it.
I'm better for it.
Right. And what is it? If it's a phone call or a meeting, and you go there and you confess to them that you were shit or whatever, you were confused.
Yeah, you look them in the eye and you tell them, hey, I was really a bad person to you, and I regret it, and I'm sorry.
Wow. Boy,
that's heavy.
That's hard.
It's heavy, but I mean, that's part of recovery. Because you live in all that garbage. You constantly, even now, everybody, goes into the past and digs around in a pile of stuff.
Right.
And you look for something to be mad about.
Right.
You look for something to get in a bad mood about. And you attach an emotion to it. And then you're in a bad mood. And none of that exists.
All that anger is in you.
Yeah. If you clear that out by making amends, you stand a chance.
Right. Well, it's a tough... I tell you what, that is not an easy assignment.
Has he decided to have more children?
No, you're not having more kids, are you?
No, I have lots.
Yeah.
How many kids?
I saw you, one of your daughters, on a TV show. Lucy. She's a very talented girl.
Yeah.
She wants to make it in the music business.
She's also acting. She's pretty serious about acting.
Good-looking girl, too.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah. And then I saw they got you on the show, too. They schlepped you out. I was like, oh, poor Joe.
Well, I showed up for her.
Yeah, right, I know. I knew you didn't want to be there, man. I was just watching it. I go, oh, my God.
Me and Dee Snider.
Yeah, you guys are all on there.
We showed up for our kids.
But
I know what that show was.
Yeah. I enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
But it was the kids of rock stars who show up, and they had a competition.
Yeah.
So, but you see these competition shows. That's not the way to really make it. I'm a judge on one of these shows.
I know you. How's that going?
I love it. But I tell everyone. In fact, I don't
God you are.
Well, you don't want to know something? In Vegas, I tell these guys. I don't know if they're going to show it. They don't show everything I say. But I said to them, you got to remember, a lot of hard work goes into it. When I saw them fucking off or doing something weird, I'd say, I know musicians. And these guys work their ass off. They might look happy-go-lucky, but how many hours did you spend in your life not only sitting alone in a room with the guitar, but also going out on the road and playing in front of people and learning that, even if you're playing in front of two people, life can really suck and it's not that easy. I mean, there's a lot of hard years. There's no quick fix, right?
It's your 10,000 hours.
Your 10,000 hours. And you put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have too.
Yeah, I mean, we all do.
You used to sell mattresses.
I did. I still do. I was shocked to learn, though, in your life, one of the great romances was Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac. And this was kept on the down low, even during your whacked out years.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
But she says you were the love of her life and probably still are. What, is she one of those people you had to call and make amends to?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's special.
She was in love. One of the greatest songwriters ever, right? Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
No?
Well,
am I wrong?
I mean, songwriters, in the big picture, all of us from the 70s are memorable and notable, but I mean, the greatest songwriters are like guys from the 30s and 40s. And
do you really believe that? You don't believe Jimi Hendrix was a great songwriter? Paul Simon?
Yeah. Okay.
You don't consider yourself a great songwriter?
Well, I don't think it's fair to say one of the best ever to anybody.
But what a powerful couple, Stevie Nicks and Joe Walsh.
Stevie's very high on the list.
Were you in love with her?
Did they write together?
I don't know. Did you guys ever write together?
She helped me do the Confessor album.
No kidding.
She rode shotgun with me on that one and gave me some direction. And she's really good at the craft of songwriting.
Which means what? Sitting down and really putting a pen to paper and actually trying to figure out the lick and all that?
Left to my own devices, I will have 85 pieces of paper with a couple words on each.
Right.
And people like her and my wife Marjorie now help me get 85 words on one piece of paper.
How do they help you do that? I mean, you're a songwriter. It's a creative process for you. How do they focus you to take all those 85 slips of paper and combine them into a song?
Well, my wife is a closer. That's what she does. When I say it's the part of me that was missing, I got a little attention deficit.
Right.
But in the 50s, that wasn't diagnosed. You were just difficult.
Right.
But I got it.
Yeah.
You know, I see that in one of my sons. I learned about it, and I had it screaming in the 50s.
It's one of those things that affects you where you can't keep your mind on one thing.
You can't complete tasks. I have a great idea, fantastic idea, and I get it started, and wait a minute, I have another idea. So there it sits.
You know, I'm reading a book about this. It's called Get Things Done.
Yeah.
Do you ever read this book?
No.
I've just started reading it. I just learned about it.
Yeah, so I have great ideas lying all over the place.
And what do you do? Do you speak into a little tape recorder? And how does the songwriting process go for Joe Walsh personally? Would you be fucking around with your guitar? You start to, pick at a few notes and go, that's cool? Or do you hear the song in your head first? You once told me years ago, you always have a song in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how do you get it out physically? Because don't you go, oh, my God, this is good. I don't want to lose this. What do you do? What's the first thing you do? So you don't forget it.
Well, you can carry around a little recorder.
Do you do that?
And put ideas down. When I remember to, yeah.
Because you need a giant inbox, so to speak. But by that I mean, you need a place that whenever you get an idea, you just put it in there so you don't have to sit and worry. Didn't that worry you when you had a great hook or something and you'd say, oh shit, I can't forget it, I can't, or you didn't care?
It depends. When I was wasted, I would write it down, except in the morning, it didn't make any sense.
Okay, a song like "Life's Been Good So Far," "Life's Been Good So Far." You're standing around one day. Do you hear the words first or the music?
Usually the music.
The music.
Yeah.
You hear
it's real abstract, and I think it's the same for all of us. You hear an idea, and it's kind of a symmetry.
So did you
hear?
So when you say you heard an idea, symmetry, was it like? Yeah,
as a matter of fact, yeah.
That's what you heard.
Yeah.
And then you go, I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
Well, you go, okay, there's something.
Right. Now, what do you do with that? You go over to a tape recorder and you go.
I kind of have a place in my head
that it goes
with different drawers.
Really? And you retain this?
Yeah.
I wonder
I'm wondering, why don't you think this is something you've heard before? Like you're humming somebody else's tune.
I'm amazed that I would sit there and think how many songs he forgot that are in that drawer.
Well, think of how many songs never got written that people had. Yeah, Robin, you're right. Whatever you just said, I forgot.
Yeah, sometimes you think it's something you heard.
Yeah, right. Well, that's where you go, aha.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You mess around with old blues licks, and you mess around, and you realize, boy, this is fantastic. Oops. Except it's a Hendrix lick. And you think, oh, well, start again. But once in a while, you get a nibble.
Did you ever meet Hendrix?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to play with him?
Not live.
Not live.
Backstage.
You went backstage. Where was this?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Back in the early 70s?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're what? Doing a concert?
Yeah.
James Gang concert at that point?
James Gang, Hendrix, and Sly and the Family Stone.
All on the same bill.
Wow. Well, remember in those days?
Wow, yeah.
You had 3 headliners on a show.
And who opened that show?
We did.
The James Gang.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a show.
Yeah.
And then Sly and the Family Stone, and then I guess Hendrix.
Well, Sly never came out of his dressing room.
Yeah, right. But there's another guy. I mean, he's a difficult guy, right? He's had his problems.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ever came out of them like you
Still
did.
going through it, yeah.
I don't think he made it.
No. Do you ever see him around? No. He's like a recluse.
There's been Sly sightings, but...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on some award show or something.
Yeah, but a few months
sad.
ago, we were reading that he was in a trailer parked outside somebody's house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God you didn't go that route.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And does that give you the shakes at night sometimes? You go, shit, I could have really, really fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I am so grateful to be alive and sober.
So Hendrix is backstage. And what happened?
He's backstage. We're in a, like, dressing room.
Oh.
which is like where a hockey team changes or something, you know.
Not glamorous.
So yeah,
right.
and he's there, and I finish, and we finish, and we're in the same dressing room. So he's sitting playing his guitar, and I come in with mine.
Right.
And
you have a jam session, so to speak.
A little bit, yeah. I showed him my guitar, and he showed me his.
Do you get intimidated by a guy like that?
Nah, he was a wonderful guy. Of course, I'm intimidated.
By his talent, I mean.
By him. He had an aura. I mean, he had feathers on. I mean, it was terrifying.
Well, you talk about that. I read that Clapton and a bunch of other guys at the time who were considered top guitarists all went to see Jimi Hendrix when he first came on the scene. They went to a club and they all looked at each other and they went, shit, we don't even really play the guitar.
What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing? That was the famous story.
Generally thought by the community. Yeah, what the hell are we doing?
Did you feel that way?
Yeah,
you did when you played with. When you played with him, did he say, "Oh wow, Joe, maybe we should get together in a studio and do something together"? Or never got that far?
No, never got that far. But he showed me his guitar, and I paid attention to how the heavy strings, light strings,
right.
How high are the strings? What's the action? Because he was a tough one, because he was left-handed.
Right.
So everything was backwards. That's why he sounded like that. None of us right-handed guitar players could do what he was doing.
Was he playing a lefty guitar?
No.
He was playing a right-handed guitar
upside
with his
down.
Upside down. Oh, wow.
That's why he sounded like that.
Are you
and
kidding?
That's why we couldn't crack the code.
Oh my God, that's fascinating. Yeah,
that's why we were all hitting ourselves in the head.
But that's why you're a great guitar player, because you're a student. You sit there. Those are the guitar lessons you talk about.
Yeah.
Sitting with Jimi Hendrix, it's a master class.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even if it's 3 or 4 minutes. Right. And I had a Les Paul, and he looked at that, and he was really, really nice, and just a good guy.
Isn't it weird too? Because Hendrix is, of course, remembered for his music, but also for the excesses, like the drug taking, fucking chicks, getting plaster cast on his dick. It takes away from his legend in a way. It really does.
That's the way it was back then. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You could get away with a lot of stuff back then that you can't now.
Right.
You probably noticed.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a whole different universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Joe, where do you think rock and roll is going? Speaking of back then and today, like there's not rock radio stations.
Boy, Robin, that's a good one,
Is rock dead?
Yeah, I think so, pretty much.
It's pretty dead because there's not a lot of rock and roll radio stations. And we were talking about this on the show the other day. We were talking about that it's almost like, I think Robin said it, that rock and roll is going to be like jazz in a way. It's going to be just this art form that existed and was big, and then some guys will still play it, but it's not going to have.
It's dead, but it's not dead, but it's not number one. Country's number one.
But I never thought I'd see the day that, rock and roll was such a part of my life.
Howard, think of it. That's what Analog Man is all about.
Right. The new album.
The digital technology is nice, but along with it is this virtual world that we all go in more and more.
Yeah.
And it doesn't exist. It's in a computer. It's an illusion. And we sit in chairs. Our bodies sit in chairs for hours waiting for our minds to come back.
Yeah.
I like side B.
Right.
I like cart machines. It's different, man. It's different for us.
Yeah.
And the problem with the with the digital technology,
right?
It ate the record business.
It did, yeah.
It ate radio.
So you're not on Twitter, are you?
It ate intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that drive you crazy as an artist that, a guy who's like you, like a musician who comes up now, they can't even sell a record because everything's out there for free. People don't go and buy DVDs and CDs.
I know.
They rip them off and that. It does seem unfair, right?
People ask me, what advice do you have for the upcoming musician? I don't have any. I'm trying to figure it out, too.
What is your game plan with the new CD? In other words, it's hitting the stores, I think, today, right? Tomorrow, all right? And you have a new single out. But what's the game plan? Can you really... Well, I guess you could go around the country and play these songs. It's almost like starting over. Joe Walsh is one of the biggest names in rock, and yet it's almost like you're starting over again. You got to go out, play for audiences and introduce them to this music.
It's a fresh start for me.
So what are you going to do? What's the game plan?
Well, the deal with everything is, in lieu of record companies, the way to do it now is the social network. You have to get visible.
Yes.
If you can make people aware that you have a record out, they'll find it.
Right. So your game plan is to use social media and sort of get because like look at some of the great artists. Paul McCartney just came out with an album. Nobody gave a shit. You know what I mean? Paul McCartney. It's like everyone has an even playing field now. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to bank on your name. It's just that you know. I feel great for guys like you who have an audience already, and you can go out and do a James Gang tour, or you could go do a Joe Walsh tour, or you could do an Eagles tour. So you're fine. Nothing's going to bother you. But when you put out new music like you just have, that's the conundrum. That's the thing that you can't figure out.
You can't assume that you're going to have a hit record.
No.
What's platinum now? 50,000 copies.
That's right. Go make a living doing that.
Woo!
Right. How many records how many records between the Eagles and the James Gang have you sold? And Joe Walsh solo stuff?
I don't know.
You never counted it up?
I lost count after about 85,000. I was counting them on my fingers.
Somebody said, you mean you really don't know, Joe? Isn't that an impressive number to know for yourself and look back and say, you know what, I can reflect on that number?
Probably, but in that category, I'm not really that big of a fish. Look at somebody like Jeff Lynne.
Now, Jeff Lynne produced your new record.
Yeah.
Jeff Lynne was, of course, of Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, and he's a great legend.
That guy sold some records.
Did he?
Yeah.
More than you?
ELO, I think so.
But if you count the Eagles in your
Eagles,
record,
Eagles.
Eagles are one of the biggest selling bands of all time.
Yeah,
Hotel California,
Hotel
I think,
California
isn't that the
alone.
one album that, I think that's the number one album for the Eagles ever?
Greatest hits.
Greatest
The
hits.
greatest hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
go back and forth with Michael Jackson.
What's the best song you ever wrote? Seriously, out of all the songs. I don't know if it was Funk 49, Walk Away, I don't know. I could name Rosemary...
Rosewood Bitters?
Rosewood Bitters. It's more, I think, all these great songs. What is the greatest song you ever wrote that you're most proud
The
of?
one you love the most.
Yeah.
Eagles-wise, I co-wrote Life in the Fast Lane with
Great
John
song.
and Glenn.
Right.
Yeah.
Solo-wise, probably Rocky Mountain Way.
Yeah, what a song. Do you still stop and listen to that on the radio? I mean, it's on the radio all the time on classic rock stations. If you hear it, will you stop and listen to it and go, man, that's a good fucking record? Or will
Who
you
wrote
just
that?
Yeah, will you just tune by and say I don't want to hear it again?
You know, one of the things that makes it magic is it's a bunch of guys playing in a room.
Right. Rocky Mountain Way.
You're listening to how it was made.
That groove you can't do with Pro Tools.
No. And you remember when you came up with that, or were you so drunk? Like, was that part of your drunken formula where, like, hey, I get really high and I write? Do you remember any of that process of writing that great song?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What was the process on that one?
I was in Colorado.
Right.
I had left the James Gang. I was worried that I might have made a mistake.
It's scary.
Yeah.
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 Because that was a successful entity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we were doing fine.
Why did you leave?
3-piece band. I just got saturated with playing really loud and being like a kick-ass guitar guy.
Right.
Playing through Marshalls and stuff.
Why, you thought on your own you could, tone it down?
I was hearing all these songs like with a piano.
And they didn't want that. The other two guys were against it.
Kinda.
And also your audience demanded you be a certain sound. So
Yeah.
if you went to a piano, you were afraid the audience would reject. So you just said, fuck it, I'll leave the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did those guys want to kill you for breaking up something successful?
No.
Did you call to apologize to them when you got sober?
I didn't have to really apologize. I apologized when I quit. I just said, guys, I can't do this. I'm a musician, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta go have a look at that.
And so you were scared, you were in Colorado.
I'm in Colorado, okay. and I have an album done, which was the Barnstorm album, the first solo album I did. And I'm mowing the lawn. And
you were mowing the lawn.
I was mowing the lawn. Yeah.
Rock stars mow lawn?
I didn't have any words for Rocky Mountain Way, but we had the track done.
Right.
And I'm just dead in the water about this song. What is it about?
You mean you just hear music? There's no vocal. There's no tune, really, except that.
If there were words, I hear where they go.
But you don't have the actual words.
I don't know what they are.
So how do they come to you?
Well, I'm mowing the lawn. I look up, and there's the front range of the Rocky Mountains with snow on them in the summer.
Right.
And it knocked me back because it was just beautiful. And I thought, well, I have committed. I'm in Colorado. It's too late to regret the James Gang. The Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way I had because the music was better. And I got the word bam. And he's telling us this, tells us that, changes it every day. That's about the James Gang's manager.
Right.
We don't need the ladies crying because the story's sad. That's giving up the regret of leaving the James Gang. And I got all those words all at once, and I ran into the house to write the words down. And the lawnmower kept going over into the neighbor's yard and ate the garden. It was an expensive song to write, but...
Oh, I got the chills when you tell me that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I get the chills because that's such a fucking cool process. I wish I had that ability.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Do you have trouble with your neighbors? You had a problem where some neighbor was like stalking you or something, or you had to go to court with the guy, or there was something, he came over with an...
Oh, yeah, that guy.
What happened there?
He finds pieces of property and builds houses on them.
Right.
And they shouldn't really have houses on them.
Right.
But he has friends at City Hall.
Oh.
And,
it's a complicated life.
I was wishing he wasn't doing that.
Right.
So I didn't help him.
I see. He got frustrated with you.
And he got frustrated, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
It's complicated being Joe Walsh sometimes. But now it seems like it's a lot simpler. You get the wife, you're happy.
Oh, it's so much simpler.
Now, let me say that Joe Walsh's new solo album, Analog Man, is in stores tomorrow. Hey, I didn't finish that thought, though, with Stevie Nicks. Yeah. I mean, you two became this couple, and she says you are the love of her life.
All those songs were about Joe?
Yeah. She wrote one about me, yeah.
What was the big one about you?
Joe?
Joe just fell asleep. He's thinking of the name.
I'm trying to I'm embarrassed. I don't remember.
Was it a Fleetwood Mac song, or was it from one of her solos?
One of her solos.
One of her solo albums?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stand
Has anyone ever wrote a song for you?
Hell no. I wish you
No,
would.
that's how the song goes, stupid.
Oh, shit. When are you going to write a song about me? Actually, I got a...
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I got an email from Leslie West. He claims he has an idea. He was thinking of me, wants to write a song about me. I'm very honored.
That's flattering.
I feel like a hot chick.
Well, you better wait till you hear it first.
Yeah.
Give my best to Leslie.
I will. You know, he lost his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but he's doing well.
Yeah.
He has a great spirit about him.
He's a great guy.
And a great guitar player.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Now, there's a guy that could probably be on Rolling Stone's list.
Yes.
Where the hell's he?
Exactly.
He's not on the list either?
That's right. Well, anyway, the legendary Joe Walsh, who is doing so well, happily married now.
Happily
Very
married.
happy for Joe.
And Ringo is your brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law.
Do you
guys
hang?
get together?
Yeah, we hang.
You do.
Do you sign autographs?
Joe, do you sign autographs? Because Ringo has stopped signing everything.
I signed his name for him.
You do.
That's why he got me.
Ringo comes over the house, and it's like a family get-together.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. I mean, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah,
He says, sign all these albums for me. I'm done.
You get along with each other?
Very well.
You do.
you know, he's so down to earth. Paul too, for what those guys have been through.
Right.
And the really good positive energy. And in terms of a family, I got this huge family that came along with my wife, and it's a dynamic I'd never been around because they're really close. And learning to be part of is one of the things that has opened me up.
Right.
And made me feel, given me confidence, which is something I never had. That's why I drank.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're not drinking. I'm glad you're healthy.
So having Ringo, his insight and his wisdom has helped me with my life and as a human being, besides the music part of it.
Yeah, he seems like a real good. I mean, I got to know Paul McCartney a little bit. What a amazing guy.
Yeah.
I mean, something else.
Yeah.
I always say, you talk about guys who strip it down, so to speak, who are analog men. I was talking the other day, I heard a song of his that I hadn't heard in years. It was from his first solo album after he left the Beatles. It was Turn It Up. What's the name of that song?
Ooh You.
Ooh You. And I love this song, Ooh You, but it's so fucking stripped down. And in fact, he's in a studio doing it, and he says, "Turn it up." He's talking to the engineer, and it became part of the song.
Yeah,
that's the shit I like.
That's analog.
That's analog. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You and Ringo, you and Ringo ever swap sisters? Would that ever happen? Like you do his?
Howard, I'm not going to stoop to that mentality. Let's go get our asses waxed.
Right. Listen, this. Oh, and by the way, the single is "Lucky That Way." I'll play a little.
Is that right? I want to hear. Yeah.
Let me see. "Lucky That Way" sounds like your life now. Joe Walsh, the new solo album "Analog Man." And that's in stores tomorrow. Why do you always do that? In a lot of your songs, when you're singing about yourself, you say, "I'm not that special." I'm like,
but you may know me.
Even like in Life's Been Good, you're like, "Yeah, my fans love me, but I'm not that great an artist." Why do you put yourself down in your own songs?
Well, I could either explain it or you could listen to the song.
Okay. It's in there. Okay.
Oh, it's in there. All right. It feels good to be you.
It does. Listen to the chorus.
I am.
Oh, yeah. But here comes the chorus.
When you wrote you had a Maserati, did you really have the Maserati?
It would be logical.
But do you really have the palm trees in the swimming pool now?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we come. This is it.
There you go.
I'm just lucky that way.
Yeah.
What is it, Gary? How dare you interrupt my...
doing?
What? He's handing me a piece of
I'm
paper.
going to tell you what it is.
Oh, here. Oh.
That's a song that Stevie wrote for Joe. God, she must have loved you.
What was the song?
The song is called "Has Anyone Ever Written Anything for You?" as Joe said. And I thought he was talking to me. Listen to this lyric. "You know I'd rather be alone than be without you, don't you know? She'd rather be alone than be without you." What the fuck did you do to this girl? You must
He's just lucky that way.
You must have banged her silly. Were you in love with her?
As a sister.
Really? God, she was. I mean, I imagine this was the 70s, right?
I mean, she's like a soulmate, you know?
You still talk to her?
Once in a while.
This was like in the 70s, right? I mean, was there a more beautiful, physically beautiful woman than Stevie Nicks and all that talent? I mean, you would think that's the whole package. I mean, that would be my fantasy.
Were you not into her?
No, I was, Robin. That didn't come out right. All I'm saying is that we were seeking refuge, kind of, in each other's presence.
Because you both were into drugs at that point?
Kind of, yeah, there was that part of it, but we were on the road, we had careers, we were both lonely.
Why did you never marry her? Did the thought cross your mind at one point?
No.
And you never thought that way even in terms of like a powerful couple? Like, oh my God, there's two incredibly powerful people in rock
Or
and roll.
maybe that would have been too much.
Well, the relationship came and ran its course, as rock and roll relationships do.
Does it get competitive? Like, do you sit there and she was in Fleetwood Mac at that point, I guess?
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't.
No.
She was a solo, or she was in Buckingham next.
Yeah.
And does it get competitive? Is that the problem? Like, you could never really marry another singer-songwriter because the two of you sit there and drive each other nuts with that stuff, career?
What made it possible was that we toured together.
Right. So when you're touring together, it's
and we spent all that time together.
But you were not monogamous with her, so she probably got jealous too. Because knowing you back in those days, you were not going to be limited to one woman. True? You weren't going to be limited to one drink and not one woman. You were an addict.
We were both monogamous for that summer.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
So you
A
felt
whole
something for
season.
her. Well, yeah, in rock and roll, that's 10 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. When we stopped touring, we
Drifted apart.
I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to.
Look at you. What a life.
But do you think you could have been with somebody as powerful and talented as Stevie?
No, I don't think either of us could have committed to a lasting relationship in the state that we were in.
You surprised Steven Tyler's a judge on American Idol? Seriously. I mean, Steven Tyler's one of the great songwriter, great rock and roll stars.
I don't exactly know why he's doing that.
I had heard that it was for the money. That literally he had gone through so much money that it was like a $10 million payday.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You held on to a lot of your money, even though all the marriages and getting high and everything. How did you manage to hold on to your money? I know you're worth $164 million.
You know that?
I do.
Who'd you hear that from?
Your accountant told me.
He's still got $164 million on
Yes.
his own.
No one told me, but I read it on the internet that you were worth around $164 million. And that makes sense to me. Between the Eagles
And all the music.
and royalties and touring. But you could have lost it all, right?
I did.
You lost every dime you had?
Pretty much.
When was that?
When I went into recovery.
No kidding.
And then in 1994, the Eagles decided to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a clean start.
And they came to you and said, Joe, we're putting you in the band, but you got to get clean, right?
We can't do it without you. And we can't do it unless you're sober. Don and Glenn said that to me.
They saved your life.
It was an intervention. And they were real brothers when they did that.
That's right.
Because that's what I needed.
It motivated you.
You were broke?
So you are not worth $164 million.
No, I'm not.
Right. Because you got to get back. You know, that's a lot of money. Does that
Yeah.
bother you? Does that bother you at all that you pissed away a lot of money?
Not the money, the time.
You lost a lot of time in your life.
Yeah. There's like 12 years in there.
That you
I
wasted.
wish I had back.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm alive. I'm here.
It's true, because when you go through life that way, that high, it's like, wow, I don't even know what the fuck I did. There's so many things I could have learned.
Based on all accounts, I had a great time.
But you don't remember.
I probably remember more.
Yeah, you know more than I
know.
do.
I remember doing a TV show, and I wanted you to be a guest,
Howard,
and you
what are you
slept through
asking
it.
when I'm me all these questions? You know more than
I
me.
know, that's so true. All right, listen, Joe Walsh, it's exciting. New music from Joe. Analog Man is in stores tomorrow.
Hi, Marjorie, I love you.
Marjorie, I love you too, baby. I'm
And
not
Robin,
kidding.
I love you too.
I love you, Joe.
Hope you're feeling better.
JoeWalsh.com is where you can go to get all your Joe information. And Joe, anytime you come and see us, you know I like it. Next time, come back with a full album only about me. America's Sweetheart.
I'm going to call Leslie.
Call Leslie.
I think we could write a good song about you.
I think it's time you two teamed up and wrote a song about
That
me.
would be good.
I don't need you to make amends or anything like that with me. I'm fine with you.
Well,
Just-
after we write the song, we may need to. Yeah.
The great and legendary Joe Walsh. Thanks, Joe.
Joe,
That was so cool.
Yeah.
what elements would a song about Howard Stern have to contain? If you were gonna get together with Leslie and write a song,
What does a Howard Stern themed song sound like?
Funky.
Yeah.
Kind of funky, kind of Ramones.
Little funk, a little punk.
Yeah, funky punk or punky funk. Something like that. Words. Parts of it really nice and friendly, and parts of it awful. You know, like Howard.
Reflects his personality.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to Leslie West, and I'll get back to you with more of it.
Cool. I think that would be a great song to hear.
Now, we got to think of stuff that rhymes with Stern.
Burn.
That's your homework assignment.
Burn is my first word there, 'cause he's got a fire inside him.
Yeah. What rhymes with Stern? Well, no, I'm not going to go there. Great to be back.
Joe, it's great seeing you. One quick thing I was going to ask you. You guys seem very like-minded when you talk about, digital technology and the virtual world and its influence on music. Do you think Howard's an analog man in spirit? The way he approaches his show and the love of the performance and some of the errors that come along with it?
Howard wouldn't be Howard without all those analog years of being on the radio and, like I say, cart machines and stuff. Howard's very good and belongs in the digital age. I know about it too, but Howard wouldn't be Howard without all those years of knowledge and insight of the analog days. That's all I'll say.
All right, Joe. Best of luck with the new album.
Yeah.
See you soon.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked to Sal and Shuli about their big trip out to Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel. Sal felt he was mistreated. He threw a hissy fit. Some people said he had the right to. Some people said he was being a diva. So we hashed it out, and here's how it went.
Sal, you did not have a very good time at the Hard Rock. At least it didn't sound like that to me.
In spite of what had happened, I had a great time.
But you trashed the shit out of them on the air this morning. You probably will not be invited back.
That's fine by me. I don't want to go back. Do you want to go back to a restaurant?
But did you have a great time, or do you not want to go back?
I had a great time with the guys. I had a great time with the fans. I had a terrible experience with the nightclub, with the casino and the club. And as a courtesy, before all this went down, I might interject here and make you aware. I just realized I'm interjecting on myself. But anyway, I went to Shuli and I said, Shuli, I'm upset about this, but before I go any further, do you have any problem with me voicing my opinions and my disgust with what happened? And Shuli said no. So if Shuli would have given me said no as a courtesy to Shuli and Ronnie and the Block Party, I wouldn't have said a thing. And John Lieberman was there as well. So I only voiced my opinion after I went to Shuli respectfully to see if I could do it.
But you didn't. But with that being said, I didn't know. Can I say something would mean writing "go fuck yourself" on a check. There's.
Shuli, you laughed and said "go nuts." You laughed and said "go nuts." But you know what? Like I said, I went to them first as a courtesy. They fucked up big time, and to tell you the truth, I think I was quite nice.
Why did you give the 18% tip?
What? Because you know what? The girl's still working. She still did her job.
I don't believe Sal did. That's my
guarantee it.
statement.
He doesn't believe
I
he
don't
doesn't believe you
I don't
paid.
believe you paid the check yourself, and I don't believe
Why?
you gave 18%.
Why would you think
tip.
that?
I just because I toured with you
wanna-
for 2 years.
You want to bet
before
on it?
this.
You want to bet on it?
But surely, what do you? Wait, hold on. What do you mean you toured with him for 2 years? And-
Because Sal, when he gets at these shows and he gets a couple Kettle Ones in him.
Kettle One and pineapple.
Kettle One and pineapple.
And wine on the plane.
I watched
Wine
him
on the
night,
plane.
I watched him one night, and he knows this story. He laughs
babe?
about it now.
Yeah, but it's just funny.
One of the guys that promoted us early on, he goes, "Hey, babe!" He yells, he goes, "Hey, babe! Kettle One and pineapple." And he goes, two, babe, two.
That's not a big deal. The guy goes,
gets
"What do you want to
kinda-
drink?" And I said two as a courtesy, so he had to go back and forth. This guy
you're
served
too
drinks
kind.
like crazy. So look, I waited
but
5
wait,
hours
but-
for my food. My key card was fucked up 2 times in a row. I was angry, and there was no place to sit. We're sitting outside. As soon as I get outside, it's the sweltering heat. I'm sweating there like a Cambodian with flies on his fucking face, and I'm like, I can't even sit down in this place. We're doing a poker tournament.
But you know,
We're
when
doing
you
a- hold on,
talk,
wait,
when you
we're doing a
talk to
poker
John,
tournament.
when you
Wait,
talk
wait,
to
wait,
John,
let me
you
just
gave.
finish.
but
we heard what went wrong.
When you talk to John, you gave a totally different side of things. You stood behind everything that pissed you off. There was no mention of writing on the check, "This is for your manager, not you." There was no mention
I still
of
stand
tipping
behind
anybody.
it. I stand behind it even fucking more. Fuck that place. I hope they go under the. There's not a
But
scene
are
in
you
Las
aware
Vegas,
that
but
that
there was.
place?
I
Are
wouldn't
you
mind.
aware? Are you aware that place specifically asked for you and Richard?
No, I did. And I never implied. What does that have to do with anything?
They're the ones who you were not on this show until they said we want Sal Rich. So this hotel that you're shitting on that did nothing for you are the ones that hired you for this gig.
Exactly. So they should have at least had the courtesy to send over a fucking manager after waiting 3 hours for food.
And listen,
and
Sal,
had the
I'm not
courtesy
saying-
to make me aware that it's $15 for a fucking cup.
I'm not
and
saying,
to not send me
but Sal,
across
you know
the
what?
casino.
At the end of
I
the
was
day,
mad. Listen,
Sal, at the
these
end
are
of the day, his name is on fucking poker tables, felt
And that's
poker
probably-
and he could throw a fucking diva fit and be an
that's-
asshole, and he doesn't.
And that's
None
why
of us do.
I didn't either. I'm talking
What do
about.
you mean you didn't? Of course you
this
did.
This is no reflection on your show. This is logistics.
It reflects not only our show,
All
it
right.
reflects
Then
Howard.
surely you should have said
It
no to me.
reflects-
When I asked you, you should have said no and not laughed. You knew
I'm
I was
sorry
going to get
that I
mad.
have to tell a grown
All right,
man no.
No,
Don't
what?
shit on the hotel that we're
Surely, if
performing
you
at
waited
the
5
entire
hours for
weekend.
food, would you be mad if you waited 5 hours
I
for food?
probably would be,
Would you
and
be
I
mad if
wouldn't
you had
have
walked through a
handled it
casino?
this way.
Well, I
This is
handle
my
it this
point.
way. This is
And
how
it's
I handle
wrong,
shit.
and it's
well, that's
wrong.
fine, but that's how Sal Governelli handles shit. Go fuck yourself with AIDS up your ass.
Sal, I do have one thing I do want to say, and I can understand as a patron you being upset.
That's
But
all
hold
I'm
on, hold on,
talking
hold on. Let me
about.
finish.
And I'm
No,
sorry
stop.
to
Let me
reflection
finish.
on the block
Hold on,
party,
I'm
and that's
fin-
why I asked Shuley consider as a considerate
You're a
person.
grown adult. You're a
May I
father.
finish
You
the
have
thought?
kids. You know what's
Why
right
did you
and
laugh
wrong.
it off
What
and
you,
say
what
yes?
What are you
Why
pinning
did you
this
laugh?
on me?
I'm
Why,
not
what,
pinning it
I
on
didn't-
you.
I didn't go
I'm
Sal,
not.
right? Go fuck
I'm not
yourself
pinning
on a
it
check.
on you. I'm saying
Take
that
responsibility for it.
I
maybe,
did. I
maybe
came
you
to
didn't
you.
handle it in the right way.
What's
Instead
the
of
right
being
way,
a tough
Shuley?
guy,
What's the right way?
Then you come to Sequoia. You go to somebody
I
and
did.
you say, listen, our food is in here. This, that. There's 9 million things going on. We have 3 events, one after the other Saturday, and
And I'm going to bother your guys?
No, but you bother me with it.
I didn't
you come
bother
to me
you.
and
I didn't
go-
bother you one
You
bit.
just said you asked me if it
You
was
were
okay.
standing by the pool and you laughed your ass
I
off.
wasn't even at the pool for
Whatever
the bikini
it was,
contest.
but you said yes. I don't know why you're mad now. Why would you say yes and then
Because
just
Sal,
just weasel your way into
Sal,
this conversation?
Sal.
You're weaseling this. You
Me?
said yes.
I'm
you said
weaseling
yes.
this.
You're backtracking everything you said.
Let me
you
tell
gave
you something,
me permission.
dude. Let me tell you something. We did a show in Philly almost a year ago where we sold 40 fucking tickets. And 2 weeks ago, we were in Las Vegas playing The Joint at the Hard Rock, where we never fucking played with the Killers of Comedy. So we're moving in the right direction. The last thing I need is for you to shit all over the people that were... Okay, look, we did some shows in Long Island. I wasn't happy with them 100%. I didn't go and shit on the guy on the air. I didn't go and bring
There was
up
no
shit.
need to.
Exactly, and that's
I had
my
a
point
need.
with this.
But doesn't
Well, you had
that
a need.
show integrity? That Sal saying, "Look, yeah, they hired me, but I don't like the way I was treated, and I'm going to respond."
I disagree. It doesn't show integrity.
You're saying,
I think he threw a diva fit. What I was going to say is, as a patron, I understand that.
And that's all I'm
Sal,
doing.
let me
I'm
shut
doing.
up and let me finish
Go
the
ahead.
sentence. As a patron, I understand you getting upset, but as the who are you in the sense
Nobody.
of what was the expectation that someone should have recognized you?
No, not at all.
But you just said I'm there to the show. That's no way to treat me. But how would they know who you are?
Okay, that's a good point. Nobody should know who I am. But
you just said they should.
The point I'm trying to make that after all of this, that we're doing the poker tournament, we're doing the comedy show, that they've been plugged, we're doing the bikini contest,
You figure at least one fucking person would know, or somebody would.
But how would they know?
I don't know. Well, because we're there. We're advertising.
Right,
Ronnie's
but
face is all over the place.
I understand. How would they know that Sal Governale, star of the block party? Listen, it's a legitimate. Sal Governale, star of the block party, is at the pool. How would someone know that?
I don't know, and I never asked that. I just said, how
No,
come
but you
there's
thought
nothing
they should have
available?
known.
I thought there would be some amenities, like maybe a fucking chair at a pool. I
understand that, but you
I
would've-
assumed a chair at a pool.
I understand that, but
That's all I did.
Sal, I understand that, but you would have, if that were the case, you might have had this set up in advance. Hey, I'm there. Is there a concierge or somebody's going to help me? I don't know. You went to the pool and just expected that people would know that Sal was coming, and I don't know why.
Nobody was at the pool. And when I couldn't find a chair, like I was doing like a normal person.
You're not listening to me.
Yeah, I called Sequoia. I said, is there something available? And he says, let me make a call. I'll take care of you guys. And he did.
Okay.
They got us the cabana. And that was fine. Once we got the cabana, we sat down at 12 o'clock. I ordered food. It didn't come till 5 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, I said to the waitress.
Lieberman said it was 3 hours, and now it's gone to 5
John
hours.
Lieberman.
I am telling
Sal, hold
JD
on.
was there.
Sal, hold on a
JD,
second.
Give me a break.
John, let me ask you a question.
Let's make it 4 hours.
Either
way, it took a long
time. Hold on. It took a long time.
I'm just mad about the delivery of the food, and I still tipped the woman.
I understand
So
why
fuck
you'd be.
yous all.
I understand why you'd be. Sal. Fuck you. Sal. I understand why you'd be frustrated by that. You have every right to be. John Lieberman, you're saying that Sal is changing his story, though.
Two quick questions. The time was different. Today in studio, you said 5 hours. When I interviewed you at first, it was 3 to 3.5 hours.
All right, let's even say it was
It's
3.
probably
You want to wait
probably
3
2.
hours for your food in the sweltering heat?
I'm just pointing out
Would you
the
be mad?
facts.
What would you tip?
I'm not questioning your
What would you tip
emotions.
somebody who waited if you waited 3 hours for your food? What would you tip them?
Calm down.
What would you tip them, John? Mr. High and Mighty? Go
I'm
ahead.
not being high and mighty.
You're slithering your way into this. You're trying to manipulate
I'm
the
the
story.
one who interviewed you there. I'm manipulating the story.
Well,
I
what's your
interviewed
point?
you there.
What's your point? All right, so let's say it was 2 hours.
If you shut up and let him talk,
No,
he'll
fuck
get to
it.
his point.
No, because you guys will keep packing away until you can paint me into some diva bullshit.
I'm not.
I waited 4 or whatever,
But you
even
did
3
tell
hours
the
for my
waitress
food.
who you were.
What? Big deal.
Thank you. That's my point. You
Big
identified
deal.
yourself
I said,
to
yeah.
the
And I
waitress
said,
that
can
you
I
were
please
Sal
speak?
Governale.
Can I please